get it. Let's get it. What's up with y'all on Instagram? We on YouTube and Rumble as well. Jorge, what's good, man? Happy New Year's to you, my brother. My brother, happy New Year's. We about to get into this. I checked out some of it already, so don't be surprised if I know a lot about the interview. But we gonna get right into it and not waste no time. Dylan Talks, what's up, my guy? Make sure you guys go follow him on Instagram and YouTube, Rumble, Dylan Talks. All right, man. We about to get into it. The first stream of the New Year's. I watched the whole interview. I watched it too, man. It was really, really, really good. Really well. Really, really, really good, bro. I want to break it down, get into it. That's why I didn't name it a reaction or nothing like that. Even though I should have. Yeah, he spoke about a lot of things that people were afraid to speak on. Honestly. Miss Mama, hey, how you doing? It's his redemption art. It has to be at this point. It has to be. Gabriella, what's up? All right, everybody get into it. Boom, boom. Well, we be having viewers on Rumble, but nobody know how to use the chat in the beginning. It's crazy. Yeah, happy New Year's, mamas. We got the lurkers. Shout out to the lurkers. Let's get into this. I don't even want to waste no time, man. I was wondering if you were going to do it. It's the biggest thing right now. Like, everybody been asking me about it. So I was like, hey, why not? Right? What most could happen? What's most that could happen, man? All right, let's get it. Brand. So we can have it started, man.
Year 2020.
Oh, shout out to Empress. Emperor. What is it? Impressives? Yes, I don't know. Shout out to her though. I'm gonna put the link to her channel in the description after.
Four started off very messy. For one, Katt Williams went viral after doing an interview with Shannon Sharp on his show Club Shay Shay. And this happened around the same time that the Jeffrey Epstein transcripts were revealed.
Do y'all think that was a distraction? I think that could have been a distraction, so we wouldn't be thinking about what's going on. Also, it was truth in it too. You feel me? So that was the crazy thing about it, that it is truth involved in it. It's not just, you know what I'm saying?
So there's a lot
of
messy stuff going on. But I'm gonna first focus on Katt Williams because he just flamed a lot of his peers in the comedic world. He went in on Steve Harvey, Kevin Hart, Ricky Smiley,
everybody. Nobody
Cedric
was
the Entertainer. I mean, the list goes on. He was talking about people selling their souls and their booty holes.
Shout out to Anima, man. Go follow him, man. Got the beats. You mean, shout out to UK over there. That's what I've been saying. He never got shadow banned or anything. Yeah. So it's kind of hard to really know what's going on because you yo, some of this is the truth over here, but you didn't get shadow banned. And it's like you stuck in between, all over the place because you yo, they definitely put this out as soon as the Epstein list was out. So it's like, what do we do? What the fuck do we do?
It was just flaming everybody.
Faison's never done his own tour in 30 years. Steve Harvey don't do stand-up no more. Nope. Cedric doesn't write. I'm sorry, he doesn't write.
Mind you, bro, all these times Ricky Smiley was this woman or the Santa Claus or any of that, I didn't even know. Everything's a distraction, I believe. Facts. At this point, it's like, what the hell? They want us to believe one thing and forget about the other. But he speaks on Chris Tucker being on the list. Yeah, I heard he said that. Let me see. I remember he said basically, well, that's not the same Chris Tucker from the Friday movie, the one that was into church He wasn't trying to be the poster boy of the person that get high. That wasn't his thing and shit. But he's saying that he don't believe that that's the real Chris Tucker. That's crazy. For him to have that thought, like to put that out there, like that controversy, I want what Chris Tucker got to say too. I want to see if I can find the responses to everybody, at least in like a compilation, because I wasn't trying to watch the entire stream because I know some people don't got the time and shit like that. So that's what we on. Light Gifted, what up,
Smiley
bro?
has been playing the same old black woman forever. Like, you can't get a young fan base with that. Why Earthquake not in movies? Because he's illiterate. He can't read. And they found that out when they gave him a show and put the cards in front of him.
Damn.
And the Chris Tucker that we got.
I'm not gonna lie. I honestly believe that don't give me Chris Tucker, but you know, people get older over time. So it's like, can you really even be like, oh, that's not the real Chris Tucker? Sure, I watched the whole interview. It's 100% worth the time. I should do it, right? This is like the little breakdown of it. So this is like a little breakdown of it. But if you want me to, if you think I should check out it, I'll check it out. We'll watch like 5 more minutes of this.
Epstein Island, Chris Tucker. Oh, not Smokey. Oh, Lord.
Damn.
Michael Jackson called him Christmas. You ever met a man that gave you a little nickname like that? No. Me neither. You know what the #1 job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is? What? Is to act like it didn't.
Act like never. Yo,
they canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck my pee in front of all my people at my agency. What am I supposed to do? He did all of that. I'm thinking I'm the only black person on the script. I get there. It's 3 other black guys.
You're right. I might just do that. Because I feel like it's better like that than having it like, you know, the way she's going to explain it, because she's going to do it like in her own explanation video. I had a couple more videos that I was supposed to talk on or get into, but I just had a busy holiday, you know, and I wanted to enjoy it. So that's what I did. So now we back. We trying to get back into doing at least trying to stream on Saturdays. My only day off. Our only full day off, man. To be honest. Sherry, the AFA, yo, make sure you guys go over to her channel, man. Subscribe. Streams every Thursday. Even if I don't get to talk in the chat, I'll be seeing that you be live. So I appreciate that you actually still going and grinding with it. And she's saying, "Ooh, sorry, I'm late," but don't worry about that. We about to go into the actual, you mean the actual motherfucking actual video. Mama says worth it, so we gonna do it. 24 million views now, God, fucking damn. Yo, Elliot, what's up? K Mills, what's up? Happy New Year's.
He thought.
5, 6, 7. We are all we left it.
Times have
This shit is
changed.
crazy, bro. Just so
That I was just.
We're gonna try to not pause
for no reason at all. I asked Mint Mobile's legal team if big wireless companies are allowed to raise prices due to inflation.
This is the other side of Kirk Franklin prank.
That's the algorithm. That algorithm is open, bro. He's getting a big check. Yo, is he? He is going definitely eat really, really well, bro. People don't even hit 1 million sometimes when they do go viral. You know, they be in like the 500Ks, like $500,000 and shit like that. So the fact that Katt Williams came on her and spoke the truth, and like he's saying truth didn't need motivation, is crazy.
This is the reckoning. 2024.
2024, yo. He said this is the reckoning. 2024.
Sacrifice, hustle, pay the price. Want a slice? Got to roll the dice. That's why all my life I've been grinding on my.
The guy that's stopping by for conversation and the drink today.
I don't think Nipsey gonna let me slide. I don't think Nipsey gonna let me slide on that note.
You're gonna love him. Some call him the greatest, one of the greatest comedians, dead or alive. One of America's greatest entertainers, one of the funniest men on the planet, world-renowned, multi-talented, a comedy legend. He's touring.
I hope you out here putting out them clips.
The top touring comedian selling out arenas. He's a hilarious storyteller, Emmy Award-winning actor, voice actor, rapper, writer, producer, director, icon, genius, a national treasure, philanthropist, humanitarian, social activist, a father, one of the great funny.
Pin your Dono links. I don't know how to do it on here. I will have to wait because my phone charged. Yo, what up, cuzzo? Make sure I go check out Dash and Sean One Man. He makes some good music. Hey, Brody, put something in the chat. I might even definitely put you on I'm saying, I might put you on the. Let me know what song you want me to check out. Your setup go hard. Yo, I'm working on it, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's coming together, but it's gonna take time. I'm gonna start doing more underground artists and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what we on. So, woo, 2 months, 2 years, chill fam. Let's get it, bro. Chill fam mafia, man. We trying to grow. Y'all know what it is, man. This what we on. I appreciate you so much, Sherry. 22 months as a member. Oh, I appreciate you. My Dono link, I got it down here below. $5 minimum to get any video reacted to. But it's best to go on Discord. Get yourself known on Discord so we can get a hang of it, get acquainted to you. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you guys are following me on Instagram, Twitter, and Rumble, man. Rumble is what we're trying to move right now. You know what I'm saying? So this is what we on. We don't love A-Rod. Who don't love A-Rod? Y'all appreciate you, Brody. That's my cuz right there. So make sure you guys are going over there and y'all following up. I feel like he can be one of the next breakout artists in Philly, for real, for real. People sleeping on him. I mean, so keep doing your thing, keep grinding, man. Stay out of trouble, man. Stay dangerous out here and do what you but Paisley can do, bro. Stay out the way. You know, Philly, man. It's hard out here trying to stay up afloat. I suck at Discord and I'm trying to learn. Me too. I tell y'all this all the time. Y'all think I know. DK and Papa rubbing, they were first though. Yeah, they were. They was the ones pushing me to make Discord and stuff like that. So I said, hey, why not? It got to that point. I was like, why not? I said, why not? Let's see. Let's get
men of our generation and any generation, Mr. Katt Williams.
Thank you,
that
sir.
Was a great
that was
intro.
magnificent. You are magnificent at intros, and you did not skimp on mine. I appreciate it.
Appreciate that. You know, anytime you come to Club Shay Shay, we have to toast.
Yes,
bro, you've been doing it. I mean, you're one of the top one of the top touring comedians of all time. You already got started before we started taping.
Sydney, what up?
I did.
Appreciate that. Tell the people at home.
I thought they was lying, and yeah, this particular alcohol is stronger than you think it would be, probably by about 2.
Whole time, that's a promo right there. That's a promo.
Smoother and milder.
That's a promo
by
man.
The same, maybe 30% than you could possibly expect. And unlike cognacs the world over, this one doesn't taste like wood at the end, and it doesn't taste like it's got artificial colors, and it doesn't taste like it's got artificial flavors. It's a fine product.
He's a connoisseur. You can tell he's a connoisseur. He's a cognac connoisseur. He understands the method that goes into making cognac.
Right. Well, as a comedian, you get free drinks.
Yo,
at
make
the
sure
club.
I go to follow Sydney, man.
All comedians either turn out to be connoisseurs like myself, or straight up and down alcoholics like 60% of Hollywood.
Well, thanks for stopping by the club. I understand that you're very, very busy, and for you to take time out of your busy schedule and stop in today, we really, really appreciate it here at Club Shay Shay. So thanks for stopping by, Katt.
And I needed you to know why I came by.
Yeah, I need you to tell us why.
People know I don't go everywhere. I'm not interested in talking to people unless it's like a Larry King or somebody of an amazing ilk that I would actually want to go talk to in real life.
Okay.
He basically put you on that. See, Shannon?
I don't do it so I can sell product, and I got things to sell, so let me come talk. You have a great product here, and as a fan base, we love the attention that you spend on the guests. We love how much work you've done, how well you know them, how prepared you are. The same things that we liked about you in football. You brought that on over to here, and that's why it resonates. And the reason I had to come is because you've made a safe place for the truth to be told. You know what I mean?
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And I have watched all of these lowbrow comedians come here and disrespect you in your face and tell you straight up lies. I'm talking about things that have never been heard in all of Black Hollywood. They feel comfortable sitting here lying to you about it.
You gonna set the record straight?
Are you kidding me? You let Ricky Smiley sit here and you said out that mouth, you stole Friday After Next, the one I was in.
Bro, what's crazy is I watched Friday After Next last night and I was checking it out and I was like, yeah, Ricky Smiley played a hell of a great Santa Claus. Like the lines and the stuff that he had, you would have started the show. Why you want to be Money Mike? You know what I'm saying? You couldn't even write the lyrics write the script as well as he did. So when you see it, you looking at it like, yo, that was supposed to be me. That was supposed to be my part. But no, you didn't put in that work for that part.
I wish all of America fumbled a bit when that happened. And then he said some stuff that we haven't heard in 100 years in Hollywood. You ain't say nothing. This man told you he
Adam
had
Mellon,
Cat Williams' role. He was gonna be Money Mike. And Cat Williams was gonna be the Santa Claus. Now let's three quick points. You mean in Hollywood they cast a 5'5" black?
But mind you, I can still see him kill the Santa Claus role. I can actually see him killing it. You feel me? I can see him turning any role that was in there and make it even funnier, bro. Like the stars of it was Craig, Day-Day, and Ricky Smiley. If we being honest, it was a great movie, bro. Everybody was in a great position. I feel like if he played the pimp, he would have overdid it. He would have did too much. It wouldn't have been as funny. You know, he was a funny ass Santa Claus. Sherman, what up, Sherman?
Black Santa Claus that weigh 145 pounds. That's your story. Your story is the Ricky Smiley that couldn't even do curse words because he had a Christian fan base. He was going to play the pimp. Why you didn't ask him why has he played a woman in more movies than he's played a man?
Well, I didn't know
he shouldn't be able. You wouldn't let a athlete that been on steroids talk about one of the greats. Ricky.
He would be hilarious at saying, yo, that's what I'm saying. But do you think that he would have been able to like play off the Money Mike role? The Money Mike role wouldn't have been as classical, if I'm making any sense. It wouldn't have been as classical as it is. I have to finish putting the Christmas stuff away. Lots of love, Chillroc and the Chill fam. Sherry, appreciate you stopping in. I gotta start commenting in your live streams because sometimes I'll be so busy at work. I'll just be watching. I'll be just so happy that I see that you still going with it. You're still consistent with it from last year. You know, that's amazing to me. Like for real. Like, thank you too for being a member of the channel because it helps out a lot. You know, I wouldn't be able to hit my threshold of getting $100 if it wasn't for you guys and the membership. That's why I give you guys most of the videos and reactions and stuff first before I put it out to the public. But thank you again for pulling up. No, Ricky couldn't have come close to KATT. Exactly. He's in a different league, you know? This interview alone is like stand-up effort. Yo, I was saying this all day yesterday. I was telling people, I'm like, Kevin Hart, all of them, they can't do that straight up off the top. Like when they were doing their responses, it gave me a feel like, yo, you don't really even care, honestly, because you know it's the truth. And none of y'all actually saying like, nah, that's not true. Y'all trying to say other stuff. Y'all want to flex. Y'all want to talk about all this money, all the stuff that y'all got, the materialistic things. Like, bro, nobody really cared for that, bro. And Instagram, we got a few more seconds, I think. I don't know. Oh shit, I'm using the wrong mouse. Cause I know it's a time limit on Instagram. I'm trying, you know. I'm trying. Work is trying to suppress me. Work is trying to suppress me. That's all I can be honest with. Peace out.
Smiley can't act because Ricky Smiley can't act. He told you the story about when the movie came out. Where did he say he watched it? At home. He wasn't even at the premiere.
Watch it at
you
home.
Telling this man, you stole that. Oh, so he could get his name in the same sentence
that, cuzzo.
with a great one.
Make sure
it is sad. He was just that bitter when we were shooting.
That's and Sean one on Instagram.
He told everybody, this should have been my role. Everybody on the scene. Why do you think no cast member has ever said anything?
He couldn't have played that role like you. I thought he was.
Sir, no one. Why no? He was with KD. He beat up Terry Crews. Why nobody know this story? You talking about in Hollywood, they switched off roles. You take this and he, what?
Most people have no clue that in 2020.
Miss you, man. King Fire Max, what's up? Ed, what's up? What's up with y'all?
So Ricky Smiley knows this, and I don't know why he would lose a child and come on the air and start lying. That's why people believe in rituals right there. Is because, well, why would he lie? I don't know why liars lie, but I can tell you this. We auditioned in Los Angeles.
Yes.
I was audition number 201. 200 black comedians auditioned for the role of Money Mike with me. Nice. You're saying all 201 of us was auditioning and you had already had the role and had already shot the role in 4 days? Damn. The truth of the matter is, the Money Mike in the original script got raped in the bathroom. And that's what Ricky Smiley was okay with.
Ricky Smiley, we know you play the best women roles, but come on, you don't gotta get that ass clap. You ain't gotta get that ass clap. I hope you had a good New Year's, Jenny, as well, too. I don't know if you still in here, but I appreciate you.
Katt Williams had to take the risk in front of the studios and the cast and our powers that be in his very first movie and say respectfully, humbly, guys, if we're talking about anything else, I have no credibility and I have no pull. But we're talking about comedy, right, where I have all the credibility and all the pull. Mm-hmm. The problem with Friday After Next is we're trying to make a classic comedy. And this comedy involves a rape. And rape is never funny, no matter who it happens to or what the circumstances are.
No matter if you a they, them, who, DCDK.
To allow us to do this movie without a black man getting raped in it, I promise you that it will be twice as funny as it would be with him getting raped. So considering that's the real story, why would you bring up that story? 35 members of the cast and crew have never brought up that Ricky Smiley was going to play Money Mike. No one ever saw me put on a Santa Claus suit. We got a wardrobe department. They made a Santa Claus suit for me. Why that wasn't in the bloopers? Why? And here's the other thing. Everything that Money Mike said, Katt Williams wrote. So what Ricky Smiley say on his? You can't say my lines, I wrote them.
Yo, Rick, you finally got to come back up here.
That's how I already know that I'm going to be funnier than you. What he told everybody was, Katt Williams, don't nobody know who he is. I'm on the radio. I'm with Steve and Said. Everybody know me. That's what he told everybody that would listen to on the set. Wow. That's the truth of the matter. He was so egregious, not now, then he was so egregious that, and Hollywood has never heard this in 100 years. He was so egregious, never. I put in my contract that I won't work with Ricky Smiley again unless he's in a dress. Now, what was Ricky Smiley's next movie? Was it First Sunday? Did he wear a dress in it?
Did.
You bet he did. It's in my contract.
Hold on.
Why would you put that in your...
I'm going to keep it 100. When I seen First Sunday, I did not know that was a man, especially Ricky Smiley. He played the fuck out of that role. You bamboozled me. So Katt knows what he's talking about when he's saying the best people play the best roles. You know what I'm saying? Martin Lawrence, all these guys that ever played like Shanae and all these other women. This is what he's talking about. You guys play the best role, but it also can mean y'all sold out. Y'all sold out. Y'all sold out. He is cooking. He's cooking up.
With his in your contract, Katt.
That's where he's a believable actor. Him and Tyler Perry can't play a man to save their life. They play good women, and I believe that the best actor should be in the best role.
Yo.
So that's why, because when we released that clip and he said that, you responded because he said he was supposed to play Money Mike and you were supposed to play Santa Claus.
An outright lie.
So
that he knows is a lie.
So why would he say it?
Because he's a liar. Nobody knows why liars lie. And that's why I had to come on the program. Cedric did the same thing. Cedric told you when you asked.
What up, Frenchie? That's my nigga right there. Y'all know Frenchie. When we did the Harry Mack video, one of the biggest YouTube videos that's on my channel right now, man. If y'all want, man, make sure y'all go follow my guy, bro. To all y'all ladies that's gonna stop by and watch this later on, man. Make sure y'all go follow my guy Frenchie and drop some likes if y'all can, man. Please. Do that for me. Ouch, Cat, you brutal for that one. Yeah, he was going below the belt, but he had to keep it honest, and you know he drinking, so he all the way through.
Did you steal Cat Williams' joke?
Yeah.
He said it don't line up. How it don't line up that I did it on TV in 2018? You came to see me at the Comedy Store do it in 2019, and then did it on the Kings of Comedy. Like, what doesn't line up? This is a televised joke that Mark Curry helped me punch up and get to the level that it was. The same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had. Now Steve got a sitcom where he the principal and he wear a suit and he...
Bro, I did know none of this shit, bro. I feel like when I was a young boy, you definitely could get over on me. You know he drinking, bro. He definitely drinking. He started spitting that shit out. He ain't getting no fucks, bro. He said, bro, I'm sipping on some E&J smooth with it, though, bro. And then I'm listening to how he's speaking. This is a stand-up. He didn't practice this. This is all improv. Sandra, what's up, Sandra? What's good? Thank you for pulling up to the stream. Let's get it popping.
And then he gets this high top fade, making all black men think he got the best lineup in the business. And it's a man unit. Then you ask it, why you not a movie star? I didn't want to be a movie star. This the same Negro that hated on Bernie with this same thing.
Yo,
I didn't want to be a movie star. No, you couldn't be a movie star. There are 30,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year. Not one of them asks for a country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good over KB and look like Mr. Potato Head. There ain't none. You would have to have range. I played a lot of characters, 60 movie roles. I'm not playing Cat Williams in there.
I don't know, Cat. We might not let you drink anymore the way you I mean, we ain't even got...
I'm not fueled by alcohol. I've had a sip, less than you.
I heard what he said. Alcohol don't fuel me. So the alcohol he's sipping on, that shit don't make that nigga talk this. This has been on his mind. He just didn't let motherfuckers know because he wasn't ready to. You know what I'm saying? He waited to see if motherfuckers was going to tell the honest truth, but they lied. Niggas calling him Charleston White. The worst thing they can do is have Charleston White. I'm not even saying worst thing. I would enjoy it. The worst thing that they can have them do, though, is have these two link together and speak on the real shit. And speak on real shit, bro. The internet is going to be fucking blown away. Because how y'all going to call him Charleston White when he the real, if anything, Charleston White wants to be like Cat. And I'm not saying that in a way to make it seem like, yo, one is better than the other, because Charleston White is like the modern day Cat Williams to me. That's just my opinion. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't at me and just, you mean, all that. But yeah, let's get it.
Switch to Google.
We got hit with an ad. Got hit with an ad. The best thing StreamYard ever did was add Instagram to this, John. That's shit crazy.
The truth don't need motivation. I'm just saying I can't let these dudes lie. Cedric's sitting here telling you why
he got the date.
He ain't a movie star. He over here look like a walrus. You didn't say nothing. He can't even get his arms off.
What shows is going that fast? He got the dates wrong. And such is straight later the interview. Cat did the joke in 1998 or 99, and then Cedric did the King of Comedy in 2000. He got the dates wrong, but he got the facts right.
This stomach sitting on there. Why I'm not a movie.
I'm streaming everywhere. I'm anywhere. I'm on my YouTube. I'm on here, Instagram, and I'm on Rumble. We try and grow Rumble so I can start gaming and shit. We get the game and shit popping, and y'all know y'all all invited. We crossplay and all that shit out. But we got 11 people watching on fucking Rumble, and none of y'all in the chat. Where the fuck y'all at, dog? Bro, we got 11 motherfuckers on Rumble. Where the fuck y'all at? Where the fuck my likes at on Rumble? What the fuck? Yo, Rumble is hard as shit this stream, or dog. Like 11 motherfuckers watching, and y'all don't know where the fuck this fucking chat at. The fuck? He said, damn. Yeah, bro. 11 motherfuckers on Rumble watching right now, but nobody know how to chat. It's all good though, bro. That's how you grow your channels and shit. You mean we got Miss Mama over here on the YouTube. We got you over here. We got people popping up throughout the grand. Rumble is pretty solid at the 11 still. So we good money, man. We just enjoying it.
What?
It's a situation.
He never wrote anything. Remember, when Cedric the Entertainer starts, he's supposed to be singing, dancing, and telling jokes. That's why he's called the Entertainer.
Right.
We found out he can't sing, can't dance, and doesn't write jokes. He did 4 comedy specials. They're so bad, Shannon, they're not available on Netflix or Tubi. Can I say that again for the audience? They're so bad that they're not available on Netflix or Tubi.
You don't think Sam's a good comedian?
The world doesn't think that, sir. I have 12 comedy specials. He has 4 specials that are not available on Netflix or Tubi.
It seems to me, Kat, that you had a lot to get off your chest.
No.
You wanted to set the record straight.
Winners are not allowed to allow losers to rewrite history. I don't say any of these things if my losers to rewrite. Winners are not allowed to allow losers to rewrite history. I don't say any of these things if
y'all know y'all niggas could pull up if y'all really want to on everything. Hold on, let me put this fucking. We don't need no weirdos pulling up. Weirdo pull up. We going to drill somebody. Anybody could pull up, put their inputs in it, whatever. So, man, you know what I'm saying? Lyrical J, what's up?
my name is not breached by these people on your platform. If you give a liar a platform to lie, then I'm not being messy by saying, hold on, that never happened. It's untrue. And there are hundreds of witnesses for each thing I'm saying.
So let me ask you this. What is your relationship with Steve Harvey, Ricky Smiley, and Cedric the Entertainer as you sit here currently?
For 30 years, they're a group. These aren't 3 random guys. The way that Ricky Smiley kept appearing at all of my auditions is because of Steven said he would tell anybody that, listen, they got a gang on that side. They know what it is.
What's the gang?
They know who the gang is.
Who the
Why
gang?
Earthquake not in movies? Because he's illiterate. He can't read. And they found that out when they gave him a show and put the cards in front of him. Like, all of these dudes are co-entwined and they share secrets. And this is the age of truth. And the truth doesn't need to be scared of the fact that people tell lies. Cats on drugs. Where are the stories? Why is there no story of anybody who ever sold a drug to me, did a drug with me, was around me when I was inebriated? I got 5 daughters. I got 5 sons. Why would we tell these ridiculous stories?
Creole Queen in the building. What's up, Queen? How you? Happy New Year. Blessings and more love.
Because it's competition. You feel like, well, why comedy guys can't just get along?
Yes.
Why didn't you get along with the other teams you were competing against? If you're a Denver Bronco, why you don't get along with the Cowboys? Something wrong with you?
But I don't disagree. I don't dislike all the Cowboys. Cat, damn, you like them. Okay, what comedians do you like?
Did you play against the team?
Yes.
I've taken 46 comedians with me on the road. 46.
Okay.
Here's one thing you need to do before.
How was it? How's everything been going so far? You know, I know you probably been busy with work, being a mod, top mod.
I'm not the comedian you can give that to. I only put on comedians that are funnier than me. Anybody that ever told you differently was a fat Faison liar. There's nobody like me in.
I brought the casino on GTA too. I have been getting that shit together and all that. You know, trying to get my squad right. If anybody got PS5 and want to play GTA later, let me know. Tap in.
The business.
Faison just called a straight.
Faison said that.
Faison just called a straight.
There's nobody like me in the business.
Faison just called a straight.
Faison said that getting a Netflix special is easy. I have 12 specials. Guess how many Faison got? 0.
So
why is he allowed to have conversations about real stand-up people? We do not let people who are on the juice discuss real athletes. That's all.
Work now, PR, and now my manager. 2024 has been busy as fuck. Woo! Stepping up. That's what it's all about. I mean, you gotta be busy or you ain't doing nothing. You know, you gotta keep moving, keep on doing stuff, stay focused. The goals are right ahead. Everybody is needed at times like this. So, you know, do your thing and keep on pushing. It's gonna get harder, but the more that you keep on doing it, you know, eventually you're gonna get to that point. You're gonna be good. Kyle, what up, Kyle?
As a journalist, that's all. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
I don't harbor any resentment to any of these entities because I can't be jealous. I've never seen them have anything that I ever wanted.
Damn.
If you sign up for their program, you get a light-skinned, weird-faced wife that never do an interview. Listen, in 20 years... wife that never do an interview. Listen, in 20 years won't do an interview. Nobody's ever talked to her, and she's never been interviewed anywhere. And now, understand, I'm not talking about one person. What I just told you applies to 7 people. How they all end up with that. That's part of what you get. I came in this business saying I was going to expose. When I talked about Michael Jackson, when I talked about R. Kelly, they canceled me for these things because why would you talk about another black dude? Race is not where the line is drawn.
How they be?
It's God's side and the other side.
Damn, I'll tell him. It's God's side and the other side. It ain't black. It ain't white. It ain't Spanish. It ain't whatever motherfucking race. It ain't no religion versus religion. It's good versus evil. That's it.
Where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other. Race canceled me for these. I came in this business saying I was going to expose. When I talked about Michael Jackson, when I talked about R. Kelly, they canceled me for these things because why would you talk about another black dude? Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side.
I don't know what side that
and
is.
we don't care nothing about the other side.
We don't care about
Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Alex, what's up?
The truth is the light.
I need to have another one of these.
Amen, amen.
Gee.
Yo, them niggas drinkers.
I know. Get one here.
Right.
After that, I don't really kind of know where to go. Let me one more time.
Right.
We good now?
Because the people want to know, why would he get blackballed?
Yeah,
because in 30 years I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets.
Right.
So if you and a man was in a corner doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing,
you would tell it.
Shut the fuck up.
No, somebody come to tell me.
Okay.
Right.
I gather that. I value that. I'll pay for that. Come, tell me. I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they all know it. They all know it. Why? Because you don't make me the villain, not the guy that raises black children and ain't.
Yeah, bro. I was arguing with this old at my job about that shit. I'm like, bro, he was talking about how Steve Harvey stole from Mr. Cooper, all this other shit. We going back and forth. He like, you know what Steve Harvey got? Generational wealth, and his family will be good forever. I'm like, bro, what the fuck do that mean? What does that mean? That money isn't everything, bro. Money isn't everything. And you don't know what he had to really do for that money. He had to be fake, phony. Is he going to talk about the lineup? He's going to talk about the fake unit? No, he's not.
He never done a hard drug in his life and don't have no stories of doing nobody dirty. And they'll just go out and they'll lie. The industry doesn't mess with KATT because he didn't show up for the studio.
Yeah,
no studios have ever said that. Look at my IMDb. It will show you that no studio has ever lost money with me on the script. How? That's why I'm saying, that's why I can't let Ricky Smiley say he was supposed to play Money Mike, because I wrote the words for Money Mike. Okay. I designed the hair for Money Mike. I collaborated with the wardrobe department and made outfits to make sure that no one in America would be wearing what Money Mike was wearing. I told them to go get the Prowler. I then told them to paint it purple. I told them don't have an actor playing a pimp. We could get an actual pimp, Archbishop Magic Don Juan, to play. Like, I did far too much work for somebody to come years later and try to tag along just for their own self-aggrandizement.
Why didn't Cube set the record straight? Terry Crews could have set the record straight. Mike Epps could have set the record straight. Why none of them set the record straight?
That's what you were supposed to ask him when he told you those lies that no one's ever heard. Right, but he's telling you something no one's ever heard of. Nobody has ever heard. Oh, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon was in a movie, and somebody said, y'all should switch roles. And, like, this is a business.
But that's the thing, KATT. Normally, when people are giving you information, I'm thinking I'm hearing it for the first time, and they're giving information no one else knows or has ever heard. So I'm taking them at face value.
These are like, this is like Steve Harvey telling people he used to be homeless. That's my story. That's not his story. Steve Harvey wasn't never homeless. When Mark Curry was touring with him 25 years ago, he was making $3,000 a show in cash and doing 5 shows a week. They just tell the stories. Thanks to my wife, I'm where I am. You said that about the first wife. You forget that? You told us it was her. Then you went and married somebody else that think like a man. Like, what are you talking about? They think they can rewrite history. Guy Torrey did a beautiful special about the Comedy Store and Fat Tuesday, where he said that Steve and Cedric and Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish came through there and made all lies. Steve and Cedric never performed at the Comedy Store at all. Tiffany was only seen at the Laugh Factory. In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to LA and in his first year in LA, he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person. Damn. What do you think a plant is? Maybe people don't understand the definitions of these words.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds.
Damn, they trying to say he came out of nowhere. Kevin Hart was put here out of nowhere, and out of nowhere, this man just got, this is crazy. This is crazy. This is kind of crazy.
He just did his documentary with Chris Rock, where he shows you that his whole upbringing in comedy was on the East Coast.
Yeah, it was.
So how simultaneously was he here in Los Angeles doing the same thing? It didn't happen. It didn't happen. And I hate to seem like a petty individual for picking apart lies, but Jussie Smollett gonna keep lying until you say we don't believe you.
Damn.
Like, it's important in the checks and balances of the universe that liars not get to make complete narratives for themselves.
Are you not afraid about being blackballed again? These are some power people.
What do you mean again? These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything. That includes blessings for his.
Oh, we got our first donation on the stream, man. We got $4.99 from FB. Also, Wokies act like Black Panther was the first black superhero movie when Blade came out a decade before. Damn. 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 Wow. Wow. You ain't never lie on that one, FB. How are you doing, man? Happy New Year. Wow. I appreciate the $4.99 donation, man. Wow. He said Wokies act like Black Panther was the first black superhero movie when Blade came out a decade before. That became everybody's favorite superhero at that point, right?
People. That's why, you know what the number one job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job.
Look at Shannon's shirt.
Why do you think Gary Owen can't cross over and he already white and been in comedy for 25 years? If what I say ain't the case. It's a cabal. It's a consortium. They rock with who they rock with and they don't with who they don't. But I'm not scared of being the competition any more than you were when you lined up across from a superior team. Yeah, on paper, they're a better team.
Right.
They have all the assets and resources and we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't.
Wow.
Oh.
Because Shannon Sharp got to be a different person than that other person.
Absolutely.
And he always was. That doesn't change when I change teams. That remains the same.
I thought
that's how a legacy is built. So all of these shortcut takers, they canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out.
See, that's another thing right there where I respect KATT at. You know what I'm saying? He actually give his props to people. And he actually very genuine on things that he's saying, and he's saying it from the heart. So when people hear it, they think that he's saying it's crazy, or he's drunk, or he's high before he came there. But in all actuality, bro, he's spitting some real shit. But people are not gonna want to hear it and think he's crazy.
That's how a legacy is built. So all of these shortcut takers,
no, I don't respect it.
They canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck my penis in front of all my people at my agency. What am I supposed to do?
Oh, that was the intro.
He did all of that. I'm thinking I'm the only black person on the script. I get there, it's 3 other black guys on there. Woo.
Huh. So you wonder what they did to get done.
I told him no. What y'all do? And this is why when I walk in a room, heads go down.
Yeah, him and Chris Rock seem honest. Yeah, it seemed like they keeping it real, man. Honestly. So when I heard them speak, I'm like, yo, I can believe this. But most times I hear people talk, it seems like they just trying to spin you or make something seem better than what it really is.
Behind my back, I'm nothing. I'm just a regular old comedian that's bitter and jealous. But in my face, no. The king has walked in and they have to respect it only because I've not taken the shortcuts. I've not been funded. They pay you to not talk about things they don't want you to talk about.
That's all you needed to hear right there. They pay you to not talk about things that they don't want you to talk about. Boom.
They tell you that themselves. I can't do that because Steve told you that he stopped doing stand-up because he had 7 TV shows. The only problem is when he stopped stand-up, he didn't have those 7 TV shows. Ooh. He stopped stand-up because he got in a comedy battle called the Championship of Stand-Up Comedy with one KATT Williams in Detroit in front of 10,000 people and lost because KATT Williams said he was actually bald and that was a wig. And I went in, and that's why he couldn't do stand-up anymore. Imagine him coming to tell you another story.
So that's what killed his career for doing stand-up? I thought he spoke on it, like he talked about the situation. Yo, what up, Trap Star? What up, Trap Star dude? Yo, I didn't expect to hear this shit. Hold on. See, this is the thing about listening to it once. You got to listen to it
KATT Williams said he was actually bald and that was a wig. And I went in and that's why he couldn't do stand-up anymore. Imagine him coming to tell you another story where he got so big and it was Bernie and them's fault because they wanted to be movie stars. What? You called Ocean 11 to get that nigga's part.
Yo!
What do you mean you didn't want to be a movie star?
Yo.
So on the behalf of Bernie,
that's grimy,
I would have to say what I have to say.
Have you ever been on tour with any of these guys?
Every guy I mentioned to you is not funny out there in real life.
That's how you feel? I think some of the shit some of them do is funny. D-Vardy be having me crack the fuck up because he ugly as shit like Mr. Potato Head, no bullshit.
Faison's never done his own tour in 30 years. Steve Harvey don't do stand-up no more. Damn. Cedric doesn't write. I'm sorry, he doesn't write. Ricky Smiley has been playing the same old black woman forever. Like, you can't get a young fan base with that. Like, you got to be doing karaoke around the country to make that work.
Right.
And he is. But I'm a stand-up comedian. This is my 19th 100-city tour.
Wow.
I'm not going to have a conversation with these lazy bums that'll take a shortcut at any point. Yes, it's easier for you to juice than to get in the gym. But you don't get to bring that body in here talking crazy.
Talk about how good you look.
What? No, there's too many comics out there that are putting their life on the line to tell these jokes, man.
Okay. Let's get to your upbringing. We're going to circle back and we'll get some...
I want to protect it real quick because you had said for the Kings of Comedy, it was in 2018, 2019, but did you mean 1999? Because it came out
exposing all of them.
No.
Straight up,
so what I meant to say was, remember, he said,
Beast Boy Live.
I could.
Make sure y'all follow BX Beast Boy Live, man. He be having the sleep streams. Make sure y'all go check that out. Hollywood needs to stop acting like Twitter is a general public. Exactly. That's the one thing I'm hating too. Because it's not. That's what everybody
couldn't do stand-up anymore. I had 7 TV shows. I said he didn't have any of those TV shows at the time.
I know you talking about Cedric.
Joke stealer from Cedric.
Cedric.
Okay,
so you had said that 2018, 2019, but it came out in 2000, so I just want to make sure.
Okay, no.
Happy New Year.
What comes out in 2000?
The original Kings of Comedy.
Right. I'm on BET's Comic View, and they're using this as the commercial in 1998. Okay. That's why I'm saying, yeah. So if I said the dates wrong, let's
go back and clear that up.
Okay.
You said, I had Cedric on here, and I asked him about the joke stealing, and he said the timeline doesn't add up.
Correct.
To that point, you say.
Right. So he thought that I was just a no-name comedian and that he could take this joke and nobody would know.
Right.
The issue was that I had already done this particular joke on BET's Comic View twice.
Right.
It had done so well on BET's Comic View that they had made it part of the commercial. So part of the commercial of make sure you tune in to BET was you seeing me doing this joke.
Right.
And this joke is one of those jokes in comedy where you set it up and it takes a little longer to set it up, takes about 3 minutes. But then you're just hitting them with jokes after that because you don't have to set it up.
Right.
Mark Curry had already helped me work on this joke because I thought it was good because I was getting a standing ovation on it. He had me go back in the lab and help me craft it to be an even more powerful joke. So this is not just a random joke. This is my very best joke, and it's my last joke, and it's my closing joke.
Okay.
1998, I'm doing this joke. It's on Comic View. Cedric comes to the Comedy Store. He watches me in the audience. He comes backstage. He tells me what a great job I did and how much he loves the joke. 2 years later, he's doing that as his last joke on the Kings of Comedy. And he's doing it verbatim. He's just changed my car into a spaceship.
This shit is crazy, yo. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, if you really think it's just, oh, he's high or he's drunk, like, I don't know.
Him and Steve had already apologized for me, so I gave him a pass for a decade. Why would you sit here and be like, I saw KATT 30 times and KATT didn't do as I stand before you, Shannon. I would have bust Cedric's stomach. There was nothing that would have kept me from one of these in that patch right there. Like, are you kidding me? Why would you downplay me like that? Why did I give you a pass if you were just gonna lie? And so that's what I'm saying. Like, they're all a group. Cedric, Steve, Ricky, they've been a group. Everybody knows that. They've been aligned. And there are these alliances in comedy. And if you stand against them, then they sometimes have a problem. But we don't let that change the content, because that's all you know me for, is that I'm quite likely to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Okay. Can you believe we're this deep into the NFL?
Yeah, I can believe it, motherfucker.
Witness, you were, what was yours? Let's get to your upbringing. Born in Cincinnati, Ohio, raised in Dayton, Ohio. What was KATT Williams' upbringing like? Your parents were Jehovah's Witness. You were a prodigy. You were brilliant. You talked to me that you got accepted to college at 7 years of age. You could read fluently at 3 years of age. So having that kind of knowledge, having that kind of prodigy, what was your upbringing? How was it? How was life as KATT Williams Crunk coming up?
I was often confused because I knew things and I wasn't sure how I knew them. I knew things that I felt like I don't have a reason that I know this, but I love to read. I was voracious because they told me when I was young that knowledge was powerful.
I agree with this.
That knowledge was power, and I had studied powerful people.
That's
and I really believe that. I immediately, my next project was to read the whole encyclopedia set. So when you're like 6, 7 years old, you read the whole encyclopedia set. You think you're one of the smartest people in the world, only to get out in the world and find out you don't know anything. You know, so it was a confusing time. But yeah, I had a childhood. I was grown, but I at 5 years old, I was in front of 5,000-10,000 people giving a performance with a full suit and tie on. You know what I mean? So it came full circle.
I'm not sure.
For my life, I knew that the applause and the giving of information and laughs and truth to people somehow benefited them and also benefited you. And yeah, so when they would ask me what I wanted to be, everything that I would say that I wanted to be was something that didn't exist. And they would never give me credit for it because I needed to say a doctor or a lawyer, but that's not what I wanted to be.
So your parents weren't as supportive as you would have hoped because you were wanting to be things when you got older that they had no knowledge of, or it didn't exist at the time?
No, it wasn't that. It was, I'm saying I'm almost 100 years old right now, but if we go outside right now, I can run a 4.340 or sub. I can do a 4.16 if I'm.
Oh, there's Jimmy John's across the street. We can order a sub.
But
you've been on the submarine. That what you sub?
So back then it was even greater. So you got this guy that all the coaches want to play.
Man, Cass, don't do that.
Hold on, because I'm 5'5" in the 5th grade. I've been this size my whole life. Like there was a portion of school where I was one of the big dudes. Like as soon as everybody caught their growth spurt, I was out of there. But I'm saying
you ended
I
live
was a
on Instagram.
Individual. My father was an athlete.
I can see that.
Like no, I've been 145 pounds my whole career. That's why I never bothered when they said you cats on drugs. I knew how you gonna prove that. My body is a temple.
I've been the same size since I was 10.
Like, what do you? Yeah, like I haven't changed off this pivot foot. This has always been who I was before stand up or anything. But it was an interesting childhood. I appreciate my parents, even though I couldn't live within the religious frameworks of what they had set up. But that was more not wanting to live a double life and not want to embarrass my family. You know what I mean?
Because I read where a form of punishment for you is that they would take books because you mentioned you were such a voracious reader. And a form of punishment was when they would take the books for because you could read fluently. You told me how at like 3 or 4 years old, you could read, not just a little child's book, but you could read.
Well, I'm saying when we go to Haiti to do missionary work, understand that my mother and my father, nobody that's there with us speaks French. And it speaks Creole and reads French. So I'm in charge of everything from the housing to the cars to the gardener. Like I'm saying, so I'm not just reading, I'm reading in multiple languages. Like
how old are you?
I'm probably reading 3,000 books a year from the time that I'm 8 years old to the time that I'm 12.
Oh my God.
If y'all knew, if y'all knew on Rumble, make sure y'all follow up, please. Thank you.
No fiction books at all. I'm only reading nonfiction.
You could drive. At 12, you received a full scholarship to the National Science Academy in Dayton, Ohio. But you failed, so you would become ineligible. Why did you want to take that opportunity?
I didn't see it as an opportunity. When I got in there, all the students were wearing lab coats and it seemed very confined and restricted and nobody seemed like they were having fun. It just seemed like everybody was smart. I didn't want that. That wasn't what I was signing up for at all. And plus, I thought that Jesus was my big homie. So you know how you get a story about a dude joined the gang and you get a big homie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like at this particular point in my life, my thought is that the Bible is the greatest book that's ever been written.
Okay.
That it houses the truth and that it gives you this story of Jesus and that I'm supposed to be like him.
Okay.
So it's already in my head that as soon as I get 13, I'm leaving.
Damn.
You at 13, you don't only like, okay, mom, I'm moving out. You moved from Ohio to Florida on your own.
I can't imagine.
You weren't afraid. I mean, did you?
I would have been afraid.
Did you not have it? So what were you going to do when you got to Florida?
Don't say I wasn't afraid. There's no such thing as a human being of not being afraid.
Okay.
There are certain human beings that understand that being afraid in no way stops you from doing what you got to do.
Okay.
So I was afraid, but I couldn't be that afraid because I knew what had happened with Jesus. I knew how it worked out. I knew that I wasn't in the wrong with how I was feeling, and I knew that I didn't have any bad intentions in it.
Right.
So I trusted God that it would work out.
Why Florida?
Because if you're raised in Ohio, the one thing on your list is, I'm going to get away from snow, and I'm going to get as far... I want to go, tell me the place. I literally went to a truck stop and I asked all the truck drivers where they was going. And there was one guy going to California and there was one guy going to Florida. And they told me how long it was going to take. And so that's why I ended up in Miami.
Wow.
Because...
How'd you get there? You caught a bus?
No, I just told you. I was at the truck stop.
So you hitchhiked?
I didn't hitchhike. I got in the back of the dude's 18-wheeler, me and my Rottweiler puppy and my suitcase. Yeah, because I probably had $2,500 on me. Like Like I was shoveling snow and cutting grass. Like I always had pockets full of money.
When did you make the decision that you were going to leave Ohio?
That's young as shit.
And go somewhere. And it ended up being Florida. So, but when did you know that you were leaving Dayton, Ohio, going to Florida?
And my father and I's last
19 people on Rumble. Shout out to y'all, man.
Somebody could have not made it. And we both understood that was all bad.
What was the disagreement about?
If you say that my family is very religious, just say I'm not. So anything that I'm going to do is going to fall out of the guidelines.
Right.
But I'm not going to let you tell me what I'm going to be, especially if what you're saying is wrong. I can't condone wrong. And if I find out that something is wrong and I tell you it's wrong and you don't back me, that's what it is.
Even as a young child, you were willing to tell your parents that some of the things that you're saying doesn't coincide with what I've been reading in the Bible.
No, very simply. Don't try to disfellowship me for sexual acts and I'm a virgin.
What? I'm confused.
Sorry, God don't make mistakes. You don't get 2 times to fuck me over. What do you mean you went to God and he told you I was guilty? You just lied on God. So long. That's it. There's no conversation. Deuces.
Straight like that.
That's what it was.
That's when you made the decision. After that conversation right there, you say, "No, I can't live under this roof."
It wasn't a conversation. It was an altercation. In the altercation, I love my father. My father loved me. But we are 2 men at it. It'll never be the same again. You can't sleep comfortably around me. And I can't sleep comfortably around you.
How similar are you to your father?
No, I don't know. He's a great man. I'm saying
because it seems like y'all butted heads.
Right, but I'm saying that generally happens with a father-son dynamic. It was just that religious relationships are always difficult in families. They always are.
Before it got to the point, because the dynamic, he's father, your son. Before that dynamic and you step up on his level and you challenge him, you felt it was best for you to leave.
No. I'm not being challenged. I'm being beat to death.
Damn.
Oh, he was abusive.
I didn't say that.
Oh, yeah, you using too many. Yeah, you using too many crazy ass words.
I see what you did there. I saw what you did there. Cat. Yeah. I saw what you did. You was in an altercation. You didn't say you lost. You said you was in an altercation.
I in no way gave you the impression that I won anything. I'm the one leaving. I'm out of bounds. This is his house.
Right.
Yeah. So as long as I'm going to be under his roof, there are certain things that I'm going to have to do.
Right.
And the only way that's going to change is either this or that. And I'm saying I had 2 younger brothers. Like I'm not an unreasonable person. Like I don't have any mental issues whatsoever, despite what they lead people to believe. You know, I make pretty good decisions.
Were you not? So how was their relationship with your father? Were you not afraid to leave them?
Most people have no.
This shit is getting too crazy. He been on his own since 13.
Well, I asked because it went all the way to the actual department, so it was actually going to be something. And when I asked them if they could just make sure that my brothers didn't get separated and what have you, they said they couldn't make those type of guarantees, that they weren't really sure what would happen if this went down. And so part of leaving was the hope that it would be okay for them, because none of them experienced what I experienced. I'm saying I'm the oldest. It's a lot riding on me. I'm supposed to at least religiously hold down the family's name at this household. Right. You know what I mean?
How much older are you than the baby and the knee baby?
Like a lot older. Like if I'm I
12, 13.
Yeah, they're 5. And in Pampers.
Wow. You go to Florida. You tell the story. I've heard you were homeless. And somebody else told the story, said they were homeless, and you said they hijacked your story. Now I don't.
At 13, I shouldn't have to tell you I'm homeless. I'm in Miami, Florida. I have no family members in Florida. I couldn't buy a house if I wanted to. I couldn't get an apartment if I wanted to. I don't have a credit history. Like, this is not a stretch for me to say that I'm homeless. I'm living in a park in Coconut Grove. The park still exists to this day. For 8 hours a day, I would get up and go to the library and study for 8 hours a day to increase my education. And then I would leave out of there and go to the marina and steal car radios and make $2.
This man was doing some Robin Hood shit, like stealing from people, selling to make money, living in the park, going to the library. His dedication was so wild. Like, he didn't believe that he would have a downfall. This shit's ridiculous. Let's keep it going.
$2,000 almost daily.
2 more hours.
Like, I had a routine.
So you really could have played that old thief in Santa Claus. You could have played it.
No, the Santa Claus wasn't a thief. The Santa Claus, you can't tell me. I read the script. Ricky Smiley told you he didn't read the script. The Santa Claus was a crackhead. He just had that outfit on. That's what I couldn't have played.
Okay.
Bro, I didn't know this motherfucker was a crackhead. I just watched it again last night. See, this is what tells you, bro. Sometimes you can watch something once and think like, yo, I heard everything or I know everything in it, but you really don't. You gotta really go back a second time around and really like listen or read a book twice. You can't read a book once and think like, all right, I'm good.
Like, I couldn't have played a black guy that got raped in the bathroom.
Right.
Oh.
So at any point in time, you like, man, I made a mistake, man. I should have stayed my butt in Ohio, man, because this ain't what I signed up for.
I didn't experience anything once I left home that I hadn't signed up for. If anything, it saved my life. Me being homeless for that small period of time allowed me to see all of the people that were in that situation and to see that these were lawyers and doctors and teachers, and that these people were white and black and Asian and Indian. And the only thing that all of these homeless people had in common was they made a bad decision and aligned themselves with drugs. And I interviewed them all. What drug? And guess what, Shannon? Nobody had a great story. Nobody had a great story of what meth had done for them, what crack had done for them, what cocaine had done for them, what heroin had done for them, what speed had done for them. Nobody had them stories. Everybody's story was, I had my life together. And then I decided to do this dumb thing. And I lost my wife. I lost my house. I lost my cars. I lost my reputation. And now I'm out here sucking penis.
Whoa.
In the woods. What? Talk about scared straight. You ain't got to worry about me. If it ain't weed or nicotine, you won't see me touching it. I don't want no parts. I done seen what these things can do to people. Anything that take over your free will is the devil itself.
Right. Have you ever thought about what your life would have been had you stayed in Dayton, Ohio?
Recently,
this shit, motherfucker, real and everything. I'm just telling his real life, telling the truth.
No, that's like asking somebody that's in the NBA for 14 years, like, what would have happened if you didn't come to the NBA?
You learn from other experiences.
I thought it was what I was made for. I thought it was what I was built for. Anybody that knows me will tell you that when they first met Katt Williams, when I was Cat in the Hat, and they tell these stories about how he changed his name. Look, the truth of the matter is Disney sued me. Yeah, I was Cat in the Hat. They sent me a cease and desist letter, and I'm not even making $25,000 a year. And the mega company Disney has sent me a cease and desist telling me I can't use any variations of that name. Fine, I'm Katt Williams. That's all that happens. I have been this same product the entire time. They will tell you when they first.
Very wise, yeah, very wise amongst his years, because when he was young, he learned from all the other people around him, adults and shit like that. And was like, yo, I don't want to be like this. And he realized I could become like completely different.
Saw me doing stand-up, I was just like this. This is what I bring. This is my style.
When did you know were you always funny? Did you always want to be a comedian? Did you stumble on a comedianship?
No, I loved what they did. And so I studied them, all of them. I studied all of the white comedians because I wanted to know, why is Monty Python funny? Why is Don not so talented? I wanted to know, what is George Carlin's thing? Like, so I studied all of the comedy masters regardless of the field because I loved to laugh. I didn't know that these people were making a great living at doing this. I thought this is just what they did. They tell jokes. They're funny people, but I loved the craft. And that's why when I got into the craft, I thought it was my obligation to make sure that I kept writing new material so much that it forced these comedians to stop doing the set they've been doing for 10 years and keep writing some new stuff. And I knew that if I could get that to take on, that most of these bums would have to just quit comedy because they can't keep up. They're not going to keep writing an hour worth of material.
Right.
I've written an hour worth of material 19 times.
Dang.
They're not going to do it. Why? Because they're not creative writers. They want to get somebody else and have them write it and put it together.
So if I'm listening to you correct me if I'm wrong. I think the best thing that ever happened was the internet, because now they have to. Because normally, like you said, you could do a set and you do that set in Kansas City. People ain't heard it in San Francisco. People ain't heard it in Miami. They ain't heard it in Detroit, Chicago, Atlanta, so forth and so on. Now you do a set, it's on the internet. Somebody heard it. So you can't do a set and make it last 3 months, 4 months.
Well,
he opened a whole new bottle.
It doesn't allow the regular comic the ability to grow is the real problem. Like, the part of comedy is me taking these jokes in January and by March.
I need some new stuff to react to, you guys. You guys find any new artists or anything like that, definitely put in the Discord. I gotta get active in the Discord, man. Work been taking me out. Been doing like 48 plus hours a fucking week. The only days off is Saturday. I be trying to sleep once I get home. I slept from 8 o'clock to like 1, 2, 3. Went out, had to go do some stuff from errands, run around, do all this shit. Get body wash, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So after I did all that, I was like, damn, I gotta keep pushing the time for the stream. So that's what happened.
I've begun to craft this joke. Okay. It's not as simple as it was. When I wrote it, it was just da-da-da-da-da. But now it has the complexities of the fact that I'm having to deliver this to an East Coast audience, a down South audience, a Midwest audience, a Utah audience, a Colorado audience. And so it begins to take on a different complexion because you're having to deliver it to different people.
Okay.
And so this is what sharpens your joke. You then take those sharpened jokes and make a special. Not you just randomly take some. So it's a process. You don't allow them to process if the first time the guy did the joke.
Yep. Plus everything else. That's the hard part, is plus everything else. So I've been my fucking New Year's resolution was supposed to be to stream every day at least once, even 30 minutes. You know, even if just to talk or speak on something that's going on, and try to start streaming more on Rumble. But I just been too freaking busy, bro. Work and everything else. Holidays, Kel birthday coming up. Check out. I'm gonna have to check it out.
Now that's his joke, and the joke is everywhere. That just sets it up for people to steal.
So how many times must you tell a joke before you master it?
It's a great question. Busy is good, but you miss things. Yeah, you miss a lot. You miss a lot of things, you know. And that's why I'll be trying to still try to get on top of it, even if it's like, all right, I gotta do a 2-hour, 3-hour stream right now just to get to talk to you guys and stuff like that. Cause I appreciate a lot of you guys, especially the members of the channel, man, and Chill Fan Mafia members that actually are looking out, paying their monthly membership. Is always I'm trying to give y'all exclusive stuff all the time. Hash Flower OG, Larry June King, Stoner 91, Primo, Race G, Resolution. Bro, you're gonna have to write that back again in the Rumble chat. I don't know what the hell you trying to say. Right, Annie, man. I run my own business, so ain't nobody gonna do it for me. Yep.
How many times have you had to sleep with a woman before you done with her?
I know who Larry June is.
That's not fair. If it's great, never. if it ceases to have usefulness, so it has been spoken. Right.
I read that you was raised in Florida. You had some help, some ladies of the night.
No.
That's not true.
No, that whole story doesn't take place in Florida. That story takes place in Oklahoma City.
Okay.
So after I'm in Florida, I then join, I try to join the Marine Corps and they won't accept me because I'm too young, and I've lied and told them I'm 16 and my family's moving down and I don't have my ID, but it's coming.
Damn.
And so they let me go to the boot camp. That's not going to work now.
See, that's another reason why I respect KATT, because he going to tell you the honest truth. He lied to try to get where he was at, but in reality, he couldn't get there. He told you all the issues that he also had too. I dig it. I am the business. I'm always at work. That's what
okay. So I've learned that lesson. So then I get this job selling stuff door to door across the country, and so I've been to all 50 states. Again, I'm 14 years old, so I did that. While I'm doing that, one of the places I'm in Oklahoma, and I've decided I'm going to stay here because of meeting these ladies that you're talking about and that situation. I don't know at the time why that's important in my life or why it's something I should be doing or any of that. But now later on, it certainly helps me in formulating Money Mike for Friday After Next.
Right.
And a pimp named Slickback for the Boondocks.
Oklahoma, so San Francisco.
For the Boondocks. And a pimp named Slickback for the Boondocks.
Oklahoma, so San Francisco, Oklahoma, Sacramento. From Florida, you moved to the West Coast. So you traveling. When did you set up shop on the West Coast? How old were you then?
So I guess
I need some fucking real food.
18 or younger, and I once I have a child, I realized that I can't. It's a lot of things that I could use to make money that now is a no-go. So anything with street aspirations that I might have thought about pursuing or been good at, I now am a single parent and I gotta redo this thing. So I need comedy to really work out for me.
Right.
And me and God go into extreme conversation where I'm explaining to him that I'm a crash out dummy if he don't send me a lifeline. Like I need something I can hold on to.
Before
I left Florida, I did stand up one time because we was trying to get in the club.
I think I might just do that. Oh, where my phone over here? Get a charge? Bro, I need a new fucking phone, bro. My phone didn't charge that entire time. I'm definitely gonna tell about Paul B. Where y'all fix I'm hungry too. I don't know. I have no idea. I feel like I want a cheesesteak or something. If I have anything left over, I'm gonna have to check first. Let's see. Damn. I thought my phone was charging. Hold on.
I didn't have ID. So I said I was a comedian. They ended up having me do 5 minutes. But I kept that in my head that I had done that. When we get to Oklahoma, they're having a competition for stand-up. And if you win, you get to go out on the road with Jeff Foxworthy and Dan Whitney, who is Larry the Cable Guy, and Richard Jenny, and these great comics. You get to open for them. And once I did that, I realized, okay, as a comedian, I'm like way behind schedule. I done started this too late.
You starving.
All the funny guys are already funny and known names. Like, how am I going to progress? So I realized that I do better with a white audience than I do with a black audience. And I'm not sure why that's occurring, but the white audience likes me more. That's interesting. So when I moved to Sacramento, it's because Sacramento has a white and a black audience almost 50-50. That's almost the makeup of Sacramento. So I lived in Sacramento for 2 years until I get to the point where I am equally as funny if the room is black as I am if the room is white. That's not enough. Now I need to be one of the good ones when it comes to black comics. So now I have to move to Oakland, and that's.
So I realize now that I was rude. Don't watch Food Network right now.
What lands me in Oakland
even worse.
For 3 years. Once I have dominated male black comedy in Oakland to my liking, now I'm prepared to go to Los Angeles now. Now I know you can't throw me any curveballs. If it's a white audience, if it's a black audience, no matter what they are, I'm prepared to deal with all of the audiences.
Do you write jokes according to the audience that you're going to be in front of, or is your joke universal?
Well, in the beginning, part of my framework is that I'm tailoring every show to this audience.
Nice.
And that's how I was able to show my range and show that I was better than my competitors, is that I'm Katt Williams, but I was still doing clean comedy. So I was still going to churches and doing 45 minutes of stand-up at the church with no curse words, no sex, drug material, no none of that, just straight stand-up.
See, and that's what make a real actor, a comedian, because you could do that shit off of improv with things that you just seen around. It gives me that same feel as for when people doing freestyle rap.
And then I was doing
we appreciate those type of comedians.
Thing else, and I
at the regular club.
Yeah, that was the range. Is that
or whatever time it is for y'all? Remind me.
When in Rome, do as the Romans do. So
some food.
That's how I started. But as you begin to get better, you begin to be able to speak to your entire fan base. And that's really what's been helpful, is that I've been having the same conversation.
What's up, Gary, man? Happy New Year. Hope you've been well, little bro. Yeah, man, I've been good, staying out the way, just been working. I haven't been really like making content a lot lately, so I'm just gonna do this very long stream today, chat with everybody, say what's good. I mean, tell all my happy New Year's to everybody, man. So far, we're an hour and 30 minutes in. We just chilling, relax, and check out this interview, man. I was gonna watch it regardless back again, so why not?
With my fan base for 12 comedy specials.
I haven't been really live.
That what set Katt Williams apart.
That's I was live.
Is your range? Is that Rumble. You can do a comedy, do 45 minutes in the church. I can go to a comedy club in front of 250, or I can go into an arena with 15,000.
Here's one thing you need to do before buying anything online. Don't spend another dime on Amazon until you watch this.
Man, how's your New Year's been so far? How's it been treating you? Yeah, it's been a very long time.
That's range, because everybody can't do that, Katt.
Well, if that's what range is called, then yeah, it's range. But I like the people I'm talking to.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So it's not like it can't be condescending because I'm talking to my white male friend when I'm telling that white joke.
Right.
When I'm talking about this joke about this black lady, I know that black lady. That's who I'm talking to. I'm speaking to this fan base that I've been speaking to from the beginning. I already told them what I was on when I first came in. I told them they was gonna come after me. They was gonna cancel me. They was gonna say terrible things about me and try to mess my life up. I said that coming into stand up. I'm saying it in my.
So you knew it was gonna be.
It has to be. I know I'm going into the belly of the beast. How could I be naive? I know that I'm going into Satan's playground, but I'm trying to be so good that you got to bring me in so close that I can see who's doing what and what's going on in there.
Damn.
Insane.
Right there, just telling you, man, like he already knew what he was coming into. He told us, yo, I'm going to expose all of this shit. I'm gonna get so deep in, but I'm not gonna get too deep in to the point where I'm sucked in and there's no back time for return. He said, I'm only gonna do this comedian shit because I love it. I'm gonna do it to the point where I'm not gonna wear a dress like all the other comedians that's part of my niche, you know? And I feel him for that, and I respect that because it takes a lot of dignity.
San Francisco, you joined the nation.
I was never in San Francisco. I was in Oakland.
You was in Oakland. Did you join the nation? Is that?
Yeah, Honorable Minister Farrakhan and I have an extremely close relationship. He refers to me as one of his sons. So, yeah, I spent a particular period of time. Let me explain.
Yes.
Because my particular background was already religious and super strict, right? I didn't find out about other religions by.
Been okay, just been working. Well, ain't that just that's been the end of my 2023 until my 2024 at this point.
Reading about them. I went to their religion.
Yeah, I do work.
I don't want to learn from Jewish people from outside. I want to be in a synagogue. I don't want to learn about Muslim people from. I want to be in a mosque. I don't want to hear about the Baptist or the Pentecostal. I want to go to their church and see. And so that was the religious discovery that I was on through that period in my life.
I had my first concert in a few weeks, and I'm still getting details figured out a bit. Just starting a group finally. Hey, Gary, that is what's up, bro. Shout out to you, man. I hope you guys do an amazing job. You know, take your time, be patient, and just find the missing pieces that you need. That's what's up, bro. Amen. Go out there, man, and enjoy it. Don't take it too serious. Sometimes that's why things mess up. Because we try to overdo it when we get these opportunities, Go out there and show yourself, show your talent, and be real with them, your music, and your music does do the rest, bro. We always get slammed with double appointments in the winter. Everybody's getting sick. Yeah, everybody's getting sick. It's like some new sickness that's out.
When did you know you
people
were
be
funny?
talking about a lot?
Probably
around 13.
About 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Yeah, about 10 years ago.
So you didn't think as a child, because obviously you said the very structured background, your family was very religious. So obviously you didn't get an opportunity.
I never did a talent show. I was never in any extracurricular activities. I was never in drama. I was never in band camp. I was never a Boy Scout.
And you didn't stay in school long enough to get funny because you dropped.
You understand. So there was no, I don't.
Makes sense now.
I don't tolerate high school games. I didn't go to high school. I don't know how most of the games they think I play, I'm not even aware of them.
But Kat, for you to get on stage, and like I said, a lot of people, like a lot of comedians, I had a few here, they're like, okay, I told jokes to get girls, I told jokes to, get people to laugh at someone else.
Yeah.
But you is like, you say you did comedy one time in Florida.
Yeah.
And you had this other opportunity, like in Oklahoma, that they were going to take you out if you won the talent show. You was going to go on the road with these well-known comedians.
And I did.
But I'm just saying, how in Florida at 13, 14 years of age, you like 16, I can do that.
Well, because I knew that there were a lot of other things I could do. Like when I looked at drug dealers, I thought I could do that.
Yeah.
You
But that's easy.
So right. And who doesn't like that?
Everybody love it.
I'm trying to figure.
In the inner cities, we love that type of shit. If a young boy is young and he want to be like a gangster like his uncles or his pop, people will egg that on. They want that. They want to see that because it's the most easiest thing to do and way to throw your life away. I wanted to be a gangster so bad, do gangster rap and shit. But now if I was to do rap or talk about some gangster shit, it's all for rap. Because all these other rappers that made it or got put on, they rap about this stuff that's not their life. They rap about other people's lifestyles. So why can't I? I know people that done things. I know people that got shot. I know all of this. So why can't I speak on it? Oh, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. So, you know, it comes to a point, it becomes a sticky situation.
Figure out how I'm gonna make it. But now that I got to do it on this side, but no, your question was, right? When did I think I was funny? I never was my biggest fan. To this day, I'm not the biggest fan. I'm a fan of comedy. I like great comedians. Like, I like Chappelle. I like Patrice O'Neal. Like, I like the greats of comedy because I do. Like, I like Ron White. I like Bill Engvall. Like, I know comics, like people that did the craft. They raised me. I was touring with Steve Marmel and Richard Jenny and real journeymen. So,
but I got a guy who shoots movies, but comes by my work and had my coworker and I singing and gave us the opportunity to come over and try breaking our mood. Yo, that's what's up, Gary, man. That is what's up, bro. This is how it works. Sometimes you meet people and stuff happens where you end up meeting certain people. Like, that's what's up.
My comedy
become right a part of you, and there go your
standard.
videos. You don't have to
I
worry
thought you
about
had to work all
videos.
night, every night, all around the country, and you had to write jokes, and that you were trying to write jokes that other people weren't writing, and that your job was to be funnier. Like, people that know me will tell you I've been on this. Like, I had a list of all the black comedians that were more famous than me. There was 300 of them on the list.
25 people watching on Rumble, but only one person is in the chat. Shout out to y'all on Rumble, man. Follow up, please. Let's get to 50 followers on Rumble. And if not, man, come over to YouTube, man. Chillroc, the main one. Y'all can come over there, man. Come over here. We chill out.
Had to be able to cross them all out before I could
make
it to the next level, before I felt like I was funny enough to do that. And so I appreciate what competition does for sports and for my particular sport. And comedy is a sport.
What gave you the confidence that you could get on stage?
You remember I was 5 years old on stage.
Okay. So performing in front of people was no problem.
But I was reiterating God's word at that point.
Oh.
Now I just have to make sure that the content is good. If the content is good, what part can I not do? I'm a vessel. He's given me these gifts to be able to do certain things. So I just want to utilize them in my craft. That's all.
Do you remember your first set?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, here we go.
He seem like he don't forget shit. Go, man. We getting deeper.
5-10 minutes?
No. I think 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Yeah.
Standing ovation, boos, some applause, some jeers.
No, none of that. They applauded like I was a professional at it. But now looking back, I understand, because you got to understand they were all thinking, he don't even look old enough to be in here. And we don't have any black guys that live in this town.
Right.
Where did he come from? And then he gets up there, and for 3 minutes, he talks about the fact that he is the entire black community.
Right.
And he is as disappointed in them. It looked like they looking for where the rest of them is. And so is he. And that was his set. But I understood from that point that the truth is really the commodity, and the fact that we are all individuals and all separate and all our own islands, but not in real life. In real life, it's only 5 or 6 different types of people, and you're going to see them everywhere that you go. And all my enemies all look the same in the eyes, whether it's Faison, Wanda, Aries, Spears, they all look like...
Man, what you got against Wanda Sykes? You think I don't remember that?
Sir, Wanda Sykes and Wanda Smith are two separate people.
I mean, Wanda Smith.
And I had only said one name, sir.
Wanda Sykes
is
amazing. I love Wanda.
And I agree.
I love Wanda. That's my girl. But I remember on the radio, you went on a radio interview. If I'm not mistaken, that's in Atlanta.
Thank you, Miss Mamas.
And you came on there with seemingly good intentions. And she attacked you.
It wasn't just that part. It was the fact that before I go in there, she has a conversation about, okay, now, I just want to talk to you because
KATT will always be a great. Even when they tried telling us he's going crazy, we were like, and so he funny and telling the truth about the dark side of popularity. Wow, yeah, that's facts. Yeah, follow on Instagram. I'm active on Instagram almost every day.
You just wanted Emmy for the city of Atlanta, and this is in Atlanta, and they just want to hear about the Emmy and hear from you and to thank you for what you did putting the city on. Right. Okay. And we won't talk about your kids. We won't talk about jail, no cases. We ain't gonna talk about none of that. Right. And immediately gets in there and goes the opposite way. You can't flip up on me because you're an inferior comedian. I'm going to destroy you, and I'm never gonna call you out of your name. I'm never gonna say anything disrespectful to people that look like you. It's a very thin line. I got a call, but this lady is trying to embarrass me in front of a largely homosexual fan base. That's why she got canceled. Gay people don't take it kindly that you would, as a derogatory, call me gay. Gay people don't feel like it's derogatory. So why are you trying to shame me with something in a community I don't even belong in? There's no gay people saying I belong over there or been over there. But I have no hatred of them.
I have no idea why the Cashapp link is like that, but you don't even need the link, honestly. You guys could just type it in, Chillroc. I should be able to pop up. If you guys are feeling generous to drop a donation, I do appreciate it. And all that donations will go towards the channel, and everything else, it's just all about the channel, man. You know, because like my checks go to bills and shit. So anything that I make off of this channel, it goes into this and making the studio and everything a lot better, you know. Maybe we even save up more for even a better PC. We can start doing even more streams. Shout out to everybody on Rumble. We got almost 30 people watching over there, and about 4 of you on YouTube. I appreciate you guys. Got the mods going, dropping the links. Make sure you guys are tapping in
over there, and how dare you?
You did a number on it.
One more hour to go.
You did a number on it. That's legendary.
No, you either believe in karma or you don't. Because I didn't even know any of the stuff that she had done to my fellow comedians until afterwards. I just know that it was a setup.
Right.
And remember, they tried to kill me this same weekend. Not in jokes. With a real gun in my real face on real camera. Understand I'm losing my life for participating in something that goes along with my job. Like, it's two comedians. What do you mean? And the world was okay with it because it was me. Had that happened to any...
See, I've been so busy. I didn't know you had a Rumble till right now. It's all good, Auntie Ben. I'm trying to grow it, you know? It's all good. It's been taking a little minute for me to get it to grow, but it's been growing really well. So I can't complain. It's just that nobody is actually like participating in the chat over here. So I'll be thinking like maybe they don't, you know what's going on or whatever the case may be, or how to use the chat. But it's all good. But we just know we got people watching, so we gonna keep on going.
Anyone else? The world went crazy when Will smacked Chris. This is a person pulling a whole gun on a comedian in the confines of their job. It's really a weird situation, right? When they hate you that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You felt she hated you at that moment because you mentioned that she said it was going to be very professional. Oh, you want an Emmy? Congratulations. You put the city on. You own for the city. Yada, yada, yada. And now, did she mention anything about the Emmy on camera?
I believe you saw the video and you know that none of that took place. See, the issue is that all the comedians have to come do these radio stations because you have to sell your tickets. And so that means you have to go to the radio station.
Yes.
I don't go to the radio station.
So you don't even promote yourself.
Make posts to sell tickets.
Wow.
I just don't. So you've not seen me. I'm not here in some subservient position where somebody sent me over.
You here out of the kindness of your heart. You are.
No, I'm saying in the interview situation.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
For sure.
Yeah, and this person knew I wasn't there for that
But how hard, because you have to understand, she is a female, and so you have to be careful. You have to handle her with kid gloves.
Sir. You want to go ahead and take that out? You don't want to be against equality, do you?
No.
What you just said was very unequal, sir.
But
I think maybe you've had enough of this. Because I think I just heard you say that women are not equal and should be treated unequally.
They want to be treated.
You mean as a comedian?
No. Listen, you understand and I understand.
Yeah.
In certain situations, they want to be treated equal. Not all situations.
Yo, that's funny as shit.
And what part?
Yo, he funny as shit. He called him lacking on that
part of what you saw her get.
She deserved everything you gave her.
What part would have been different if she was a man?
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I know
got
you're
his
thinking
ass.
the holidays are over.
Yeah,
What's with Santa?
It's Greg.
Well,
he says Santa.
It would have just been more vicious.
Yeah, that's my point.
I took all the vicious and venom away because I didn't have any. Plus, I understood. I'm not trying to offend black women with short hair. I'm not.
Yeah, Shannon Sharp was scared because I think, he's one of those people that's definitely up there, He's honestly one of them people that's up there that probably could have been one of them one that's
trying to offend heavyset women. I'm not trying to upset fellow comedians. I'm not trying to do any of that. And I am qualified to be able to do none of that and still eviscerate you because I'm smart enough to know that I need to say that you have gnarled fingers because I know your limited education means you don't know what the word means. So you can't possibly respond to it. You're not sure of the meaning. And I'm going to continue hitting you because this is what comedians do.
Right.
You've been masquerading that you're a comedian too. And that's the fallacy.
So
nobody in boxing fights out of their weight class.
Nope, never.
If you're a 130 pounder, you don't just show up with the 160 pounders. You stay in your weight class.
Is that what you wanted to do?
No.
That she was out of her league when it came to, because
I didn't want to do any of it.
I know you didn't want to, but once she took it there, did you feel that you had to go there? Oh, you
go where?
You could have said, Wanda, I didn't come here for that. I just want to do the interview. I just want to talk about what happened.
Oh, you misunderstand my job. My job is to be funny. My job is to be funny first. My first job is to be funny. My second job is to be respectful.
Yes, sir.
My third job is to be immaculate and Gaza strip it. That's non-political. I'm saying if you do it, you let a terrorist accidentally touch over here, and I won't stop burning you down until there ain't nothing left. It'll literally be rubble on top of rubble, and I'll still be bombing. Why? Because that's why you should mind your business.
Wow.
This is what F around and find out is about.
Right. Fox Mafia, what up?
Have you ever been booed, Cat?
Yes.
All good, Queen.
Yeah. I have.
What was that feeling like? Did it want to give up? Because because when you have, I don't know how early it was in your career. Obviously, it hadn't been I don't think it's in the last decade because you've been immaculate.
Have you ever dropped a pass?
I have. I've been booed.
You know the little segment between everything is fine and I got it.
You made it. That shit box.
And then you noticing where it is now.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's that. The thing about as a comedian, the audience's opinion is the only opinion that matters, not you, the writer, not none of that. And so I don't think any comedian has ever been booed unnecessarily either.
Wow.
They deserve it.
Oh yeah. I'm saying what do they say when a guy shoots the air ball in the NBA? They say air ball to make sure everybody knows. But again, he still got to get back on D.
Right.
Yep.
Like the game didn't end. He don't get to throw his hands up and sulk.
Right.
That's supposed to be used as a learning experience. Like, most comedians don't get booed enough.
I mean, to get booed.
This is how you end up with a Michael Blackson who's a real African doing a fake African accent. Okay, what the fuck? This guy is mad at me. All I did was give him the best advice of his life. Remember, he was wearing dirty dashikis. And I told him he needed to dress to be in the position that he's trying to say that he's in. And if you're the African king of comedy, sir, there's actually comedians in Africa doing comedy.
Yo, I'm crying. He been crazy as hell. He said, I'm for right saying he shit box polo.
If you gonna say that, you gotta go to Africa and get a school, dude. Everybody got you gotta put in some work. And these guys, they take my advice, they change their whole persona, and then they hate me for it. And generally, I'm just too big to comment or make a statement about it or do a live or any of that. But when it gets to be a whole grouping of these guys, I gotta come and talk to Shannon.
Damn, he basically saying all these guys teamed up to tell lies, rewrite history, talk about things that weren't true. So now we need to hear about everybody's response.
I gotta lay it down at the altar.
You know every comedian.
This is the other side of Kirk Franklin praying. This is the reckoning. 2024. The reckoning.
You watch it. You know every comedian that's been on my show. You watched every episode.
That's not what you said. You said I know every comedian.
You know every comedian.
You're limiting me.
Oh, you watched every episode because you.
This is Car Group. Oh yeah. Oh, okay.
You know things. You know things.
Mafia.
That's always where I'm trying to come from, whether it's comedic or otherwise. That's why even if you see me get arrested 10 times in a row on TV, as a fan of mine, you can be like, he finna be right out. Yeah, but they just said he didn't do it. Yeah. He couldn't have. It's stupid. Why would he do something stupid knowing he got to come back and talk to us?
Damn.
Nah, they respect that every time it happens, I'm going to be free as a bird sitting out here talking to you about it, that it really was what I said it was. That's all.
You end up, you come down, you're in LA.
Yeah.
Now, I'm reading Katt Williams won Cedric the Entertainer's and Anheuser-Busch Best Los Angeles Comic Award. Did you win that award, won Katt Williams?
Shit crazy as hell.
It's a simple yes or no. It's not a rhetorical question.
It's a question that probably should have been asked to Cedric the Entertainer.
I'm asking you. I got you here, though.
I know. I couldn't believe Cedric didn't get asked that question. You still a dude's joking and giving an award, and then 10 years later, you don't know nothing about it.
Wow.
Hey, but I promise you this.
What?
If he sees me again before he sees you, he'll be talking different when you see him. That's for certain. That's the difference. That's what these comics understand, is that I'm not doing nothing for clout. I don't even recognize clout. But eventually the Lord is going to let me and you be in one hallway. A lot of these dudes go. Kevin Hart done went 25 years without ever being in the same building with me at the same time. If I go in the building, he walk out. You've never seen us in the same building ever in 25 years. Like, it's like that. Why? Yes. Because I'm really the product. It's not what you think. I am never under the influence of anything. I'm always in my right mind. I'm always a physical specimen. And when you see me, I'm much, much bigger than you had thought.
Wow.
I have far less play in me than you would like.
Yeah.
And I'm relentless. I'm out there. I'm still, to this day, I play 11 games of basketball with a 20-year-old. The record is 92-6. This is just in the yard, just to the rack, just cause.
You work out, Cat? You work out, Cat?
Not to the gym.
You don't work out in the gym? You do push-ups, sit-ups?
My whole life it was
I go to the
just
gym.
push-ups and sit-ups only. I would do like 100 push-ups a day. Just.
I thought you were gonna say 1,000.
No. Because this is literally every day.
Right.
This is not for the gram. You know what I mean? Like literally 100 a day. And I would do push-ups, and then I tore both my rotator cuffs. And so it was only thanks to golf that I was even able to get my
You a golfer now?
back. I've been a golfer for quite some time. My short game is impeccable. I can't get you but 2 and some change off of the
tee.
Off the tee, but I'm still coming in for par guaranteed.
You playing for the tips?
No. I've found that you don't get anything for that. It seems very egomaniacal. They go, hey, Cat, for free, you can go further back. Hey, what? Wait a minute, does it still count the same? Hey, I'm up at the ladies' tee. Don't tell me my pronouns. On the golf course, I'm she, her, him, them, and they.
Nah. He violated. Yo, he's on the golf course. I'm she, they, them, everything.
Whoever at the front tee.
I know we're joking. We're having a great conversation, but you did win the award. How did the award help your career? It had to help something, Cat.
Nope. No.
God, come on, Cat.
I didn't remember it happened to you. Just said it. How can Cedric give you an award that was worth something? Everything Cedric and Ricky Smiley ever been in got canceled for not being funny.
Yo.
Ricky sat here and told you that they cut him out of every movie he did. They always had a reason. Like,
I got 2 more.
That's why I'm funny, because I'm a happy person. I laugh all day long. I can't even imagine the misery of these bums.
Talk heavy, Cat.
Just to not be good at what you do, not work hard at what you do, but have to act like you the best at what you do. It is crazy. It's crazy.
But they be touring. They be doing like 100 shows a year.
That's me. I don't run into none of them. That's what I'm saying. If you a Faison Love fan, you mean you've been a fan of him for 32 years, you still waiting on him to do his first special?
Oh, damn.
You mean to tell me if Steve Harvey your favorite comedian, you mean you've been waiting for him to do stand-up for 15 years now?
I mean, Steve got a lot of other
DL's still out there. None of those irons matter to stand-up. Who cares that they wrote a placard for you to do Family Feud on? Like, you're successful because we're surprised you can talk for a living and it's entertaining that you're going to say some funny country things. But not a writer.
Right.
Not a writer.
Damn.
How did you develop Money Mike and get it? I mean, everybody talk Money Mike. How did you come up with that and said, you know what, this is how he should dress, this is how he should talk, this is how he should look, this is.
The main reason why he's not wrong is because he has receipts, and people are also bringing out more receipts on this shit. So it's like, yo, well, how is he lying if people are even bringing out, oh, look, this person did this, and then all of a sudden the comedian did that.
The kind of whip he should ride. This is how he should talk.
So if you'll remember that was my first movie, just understand that what I did then, I've done with every single role, whether it was an Emmy-winning role or whether it wasn't, whether I was playing somebody homeless, whether I was playing a dirty vagabond on Atlanta, whether it was an eccentric guy in First Sunday, regardless of what the role is, the first thing I do is erase me from it.
Okay.
So anything that I would naturally do, that's what I'm not going to do because I'm playing a different character.
You're playing the character. Okay.
Right. So I then create this person based upon real life circumstances. So I don't have to wonder what a pimp thinks because I've been in that position for a little while.
The shitty thing about comedy industry is now that he came out with the truth about it, they're gonna try and call him crazy, but we gotta stick by him and back up what he's saying because it's the truth. Exactly. And that's just what we've been talking about a lot lately, that people are gonna say he crazy because he took a minute to come out. And that's what they all say. They try to say, like, oh, he's miserable, he's jealous, he's this, he's that. But in all honesty, it's like, come on now, let's be real. You know for a fact he's telling you the honest truth. He has no reason to come on here and lie about this shit.
I also worked manual labor for some time in my life, so I don't have a problem paying somebody that works. And I don't have a problem being a go-getter because I'm a go-getter. So I bring whatever I can to these characters. I was able to...
I gotta get more sleep, but then again, I gotta start getting ready in 3 hours. Bro, get sleep. Fuck that. Get some sleep. I will see you again probably next Saturday.
The first week that I got the script,
I'm gonna try to
there
go live
was
on
a pimp guy that used to be a pimp, but he wasn't anymore. He was a rapper now, and his name was Mac
And if
Minister.
you can't find me on
and
YouTube,
he
most likely I'll be on Rumble.
had been a pimp and was going to be a rapper. And I had never done a movie before. I was a stand-up, and I'm getting ready to do the movie. And so I was able to craft what a real pimp was like, what was too much. I didn't want to be stereotypical.
Right.
I did the research. I saw how many times people played pimps, and they were always... It was always something weird about them, right. I guess, because it's a weird job. You know what I mean? Right. And I wanted somebody that didn't seem like none of that. That he really thought it was a business and treated it like that. And so, you know, adding those levels to acting is what all actors do if they're not Steve or Cedric or Ricky. Like, you're trying to create a character. You can't just be Faison in every movie. Like, you just gonna take your shirt off on every movie? Like, why does it say that in your script?
Man, let Big Worm live. Let him breathe, Cat.
Big Worm.
Let Big Worm breathe. Stall him out now.
How do celebrities like Justin Bieber?
This shit is crazy.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not like you.
No, I ain't got no allegiance to the man. But you got to admit the role that he played.
It's not like you.
Wow.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not like you.
No, I ain't got no allegiance to...
Yo, what up, Rakin? Rakin Knight, man. Make sure you guys go check him out, man. He be doing a lot of gaming streams on Rumble. It'll be good if you guys go check him out. Looks like you good stream on right now. Yeah, you know, man, I appreciate it. A lot of people don't really know how to, I guess, chat inside the stream. It's gonna take a little while, but you know, we gotta keep grinding. Yeah, much love, Gary. Peace out, bro. If I can't get another stream within a week, I would, but most likely not. So Saturday is my only day off. I work every single day. Friday, I work overnight, so I try to get sleep throughout the day. But let's get back into this, man. Peace.
To the man. But you got to admit the role that he played, Big Perm in Friday now. You got to give him credit for the role now. Come on now.
It takes a while before people start chatting on Rumble. Yeah, that's why I said it's all good, man. You know, over time, I'm going to just keep going, keep grinding. I'm going to try to keep streaming on Saturdays, do different things here and there. So it's all good till then. Yeah, the chat is going on YouTube.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
If what you're saying is correct, why wasn't he in next Friday or Friday after next?
I mean, his role,
it wasn't good. Sorry.
There was a lot of people that appeared in the first one that weren't in the second one, Cat.
I'm just telling you why.
So I feel that overnight bullshit, brother. But again, love y'all. Blessings back, fam. Yeah, of course, you already know that. I just, I only do it on Friday night. So I have my whole Friday, but I be so tired. I be doing a lot of runarounds and stuff like that. Do your thing, man. Yeah, you already know, Rake, and I appreciate you, man. Much love and respect, and thank you for always giving me tips and shit. You know, keep grinding. I be seeing you all the time streaming different video games and stuff like that, and I know over time I'll do a lot better. But let's keep it going.
I'm sorry that there's a news flash that there are reasons for things in a business.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, why did you bench D-Lo? He had 2 points. What are you talking about? Shut up. But I like him. Nobody cares about that. That's not what we're talking about. These are business conversations that deal with businessmen.
Right.
When you're good at something, you should progress. The guys that are not as good, they should fall down by the wayside. That's natural.
So you believe if your talent doesn't support.
I heard that right. I'm off on the weekends, but not really. I stay busy with the promotion of Loser Train, PR, and my management, helping out friends. I take Sunday completely off, though. I gotta hop in Discord, too. I'm not right in there after this, because eventually
you should fall by the wayside, and the guys that have the talent and they get elevated, they should move.
No, that's what water says. That's what the universe say. The universe say the levels. No, not I say. Who am I? I'm nobody. But I'm working every day as if I think that's what
should happen.
Is how it should be. And I'm choosing comedians that also write and work hard and don't steal other people's material. And I'm making sure that they all make $300,000 a season. And I'm making sure that they're not ever signed to me or my conglomerate. And that's why they're successful. No, you can work with me and still be an independent businessman, boss owner like you came in.
Right.
I don't need you to be subservient to me. That's those other guys that make you pay.
Yeah, this interview is wow. That's all I keep saying the whole time. The whole time I be in here, I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Kevin's the man, though. Respect for him. Yeah, he put his life on the line, man, for a lot of us that's out here that don't want to say the truth or afraid to say the truth about things, or people that seen behind the curtain that's like, playing a role, like acting like they don't know what's going on in Hollywood, but in reality, they really know what's going on.
Dudes.
You said earlier that you rewrote a lot of what Money Mike was to say and how he behaved. So they allowed you the freedom, the liberty to ad lib. How much?
Would they allow you to just make an interception if didn't nobody talk about it? As a football player, if the ball comes your way, can you just grab it? Can you make an interception anytime? Yeah. Are you allowed to pick up any fumble? You can do any hustling, right? Oh, okay. Same here. Same here.
But here's the thing, though.
Yeah, even
as an offensive player, they might let me ad lib once I get a couple of years under my belt. They wouldn't let me ad lib as a rookie. That was your first movie.
I told you the conversation in my first movie. Just because I
work from morning, evening, building high rise and drag cars and have the weekends off, but I have to take care of my 3-year-old when I get home and my days off. So I understand not getting much sleep. Yeah, for real, bro.
I am committed to laughs.
I be
falling
asleep
at work. The only way I made it past those 300 comedians, I didn't tell you this. What it required is I had to watch all 300 comedians 10 times a piece. I watched your set 10 times of you performing, whoever you were. And then I counted how many laughs you got every time you did these amount of minutes. So if you told me this comedian and told me he did 30 minutes, I could tell you that he got 26 laughs in that 30 minutes because I had done the numbers on everybody. So I didn't just say I was funnier. I knew I was funnier than the comic you liked. And I could tell you how many jokes funnier I was because that's how we judge stand-up. Yep. You do 15 minutes, I do 15 minutes. How do I know I'm funnier than you? Because you got 6 laughs and I got 16.
Wow.
I'm almost 3 times better than you, low-key boy. But I'm never going to tell you the formula. So you going to keep just going out there telling jokes. Now understanding that psychologically, the audience by 10 years is convinced that I'm funnier than you. They just don't know why.
Damn.
Because I'm putting out more content, better.
I had Terry Crews on here. He said at the time that you did the movie, you were homeless. Is that true?
Twice is better than you, boy.
This was my situation.
Here's one thing you need to do before buying anything online. Don't spend another dime
for this, man. Because who else is
5
going to
months
give you the
prior
real news
to
that's going on behind this?
me getting this first audition for Friday
and
After
it's just
Next,
a comedy industry.
I got this
Imagine a
baby
rat.
son. I'm holding him
Girl
up
music,
above
all
me.
that.
He grabs my little chain. He's playing with it, and he accidentally drops it. It breaks out my front 2 teeth.
Dang.
I'm in a situation now where when I go to the dentist, they telling me this gonna cost thousands and thousands of dollars to fix this right. They're not telling me what it's gonna look like. I go get an estimate with no money involved, find out what I need to do. They find out you got a tumor in your upper jaw, so we're gonna have to do a whole surgery for you. It's gonna be 100 bands. I don't have it.
Upper jaw.
I don't have it. And
I would have been like, yo, it's time to take these
I'm only
chains
gonna
off
have
and
this
wear
check
a
from this
baby.
movie. So while I'm doing this movie, we live in this trailer. This is where we live. So when they come to work at 5 in the morning, we already there. When they leave at night, we still there. We just double back because we understood that this is our one opportunity. And we have this opportunity to change our lives, just like a young man going for the draft.
Right.
We can actually get in the league with this. There are 30 comedians on this cast. They're all magnificent. This is the holy grail of the situation. So yeah, I was able to make sure that, because it wasn't just my first movie, it was KD Albert's first movie. It was Terry Crews' first movie.
Absolutely.
I was the leader of this group, which meant that we didn't do their rehearsals. They did rehearsal. We did our own rehearsals daily to make sure that we were at the level of professional actors, which is what made it so egregious. That guy saying, I was supposed to, you were supposed to what?
KATT did have a good part in the movie, man. The Santa Claus was funny, man.
The dude said the entire time we were filming, I can't play this role. They got a bandana over my nose and my mouth.
I noticed that when I was watching it last night when I was at work. I was like, yo, I really didn't peep that his whole face was covered. And mind you, I knew who Ricky Smiley was, but I didn't even know he was Santa Claus. I didn't even know he was the old lady on Sunday. Mother and fatherhood is another job itself. My husband and I are very young. My youngest is 19, and the other is 21. We've been together for 22 years, so I understand that. Yeah, raising kids and coming home, and the main thing you got to do is make sure you cooking, you getting them washed up and stuff like that.
Not even gonna know who this is. So yeah, tell your story.
Terry Crews also said that you guys had a lot of conversation, that this was your opportunity and you needed to seize this moment.
Terry had the benefit of having been in some very high profile situations already and took L's. Mm-hmm. Like he had been in the league, you know what I mean? He had done pro wrestling. He had done a lot of things. He had been televised and some things that hadn't worked.
Right.
And this was just fortuitous for him. And now you know what nobody has ever said in the whole industry.
See, Coco want to have a kid. I'm like, yo, can we get a house first? Can we get a new car? Let's get these things that we actually need right now out the way, so we don't have to worry about those things. You know, I don't want to have a kid and going back and forth to different homes and stuff like that. I wanted to be one house, one way of going. You know,
not 20 years about, you know, the whole Money Mike not getting raped in the bathroom.
Right.
So I understood going in that there's no reason. I lost for a 5-year period, every single movie that Kevin Hart did was a movie that had been on my desk that all I had said was just, can we take some of this step and fetch it shit out? And then I can do it. Like, it don't need to be overtly homosexual because I'm not homosexual, right? It doesn't need that to be funny, right? And me saying that and them going, oh yeah, no problem. And then going to give it to this other guy and having him do it just like it was. And acting like I'm a bad person because I keep standing on my standard. But yeah, it's interesting, but I wouldn't change it for the world. Like, again, I'm on the winning side of these decisions.
You know, look, I've had Cube, I've talked to Cube, and a lot of people say Cube doesn't pay. What's your relationship with Cube, and what did that opportunity mean for you?
Well, the ungrateful bastards that would say anything about Cube's payment, you shouldn't even talk to them anymore. Like, you don't go to Goodwill, you don't go to a Goodwill thrift store and go, look at all this cheap ass shit. Why don't you shut up?
Yeah,
Why don't you shut up? You could have went to Hermes. Why you didn't go to Balenciaga? Why you didn't get a bowl of the Balmain? You want to have that conversation? What you mean, the independent black dude who's filming it partly out of his fucking pocket? What you mean he didn't pay you enough? They weirdos. That felt like they earned the opportunity because they were big. No,
Yeah.
I understood.
That ain't no $200 million movie. Well, I mean, how much did you expect you was gonna make?
Well, I made enough to get them teeth fixed just like you did.
Yeah.
So it was no harm, no foul. I knew that I was gonna go from there, and there was no
turning back for Katt Williams.
Well, here's the thing. I wrote it. What I'm saying if I did it and I did a good job at it, you can thank me. I was involved.
Right.
I'm not gonna come later on and tell you I never even read the whole script. So how you know what roles? What do you mean you never read the like these guys' whole job is to present.
Yeah, bro, I understand that. It was tough because, as you know, I served in the military and was deployed all over when we were young, and now running our practice, both of us are getting our degree. We got to go somewhere here, we retiring. Yeah, congrats. So you got to keep on going, keep your head high, and keep on pushing. Yeah, I remember you saying you were in the military, and I seen a couple of the pictures. Fire.
Something, unfortunately. And I'm just not a presenter. If you ask me a question, I'm just going to tell you the truth of how it went.
Would you be willing to do another Friday?
The reason I put lead generation.
We need one more Friday. The last Friday.
Asked me to write it. I was supposed to have been writing it. This is what these guys are mad about. Like, we lost some great people before this movie could come out.
John Witherspoon.
So yes, there desperately needs to be one. But we miss John Witherspoon in a way that can't really be quantified, if I'm being honest with you. And the Chris Tucker that we got now is Epstein Island.
Oh, come on. Now, this is the part where we were talking about, me and Dylan Tucks was talking when I was streaming on Instagram. I may go stream on Instagram one last time, but I definitely do want to get something to eat soon. But I'm going to wait until we get to like 2 hours and 30 minutes, because right now we're at 1 hour and 30 minutes. Yeah, I know what it is to not be busy. Don't know what it is not to be busy. Exactly. Imagine when you retire, you might still be busy. It might be something else. Your kids might have kids. Your kids might have children. You never know. You never know.
Tucker. Not Smokey.
My mom think it's over. It's far from over. I'm going to have a kid probably soon. I don't know when, but I know between 2024 and 2020 future. So we'll see. Thanks, Krill Queen, for dropping the links as usual. Let's get into it.
Oh, Lord.
Whew. If I didn't know no better, I'd tell you he's the greatest. I don't care what you say. To be confident and not delusional is a real skill. Most of these confident people we see is really delusional.
Well, you don't think they asked Chris Tucker to come back in the second Friday?
That's not him. He's saying. You're not listening.
Smokey was all in. Smokey, there ain't no Friday without Smokey.
We all agree to that, and there's no next Friday without Friday, and there's no Friday after next without.
Nah, we talk about the road because you said that they don't.
Here's the thing. Okay. Here's the thing. Chris was allowed to make the decision. At the time that this is happening, Katt Williams is known for smoking weed. Willie Nelson is known for smoking weed. Right. Snoop's known for smoking weed, but none of us is really known except Willie. And I'm saying Chris Tucker didn't want to be the poster child for smoking weed. He don't smoke weed like that.
Right.
He in the church. He Michael Jackson's best friend. Christmas. Michael Jackson called him Christmas. You ever met a man that gave you a little nickname like that?
No.
Me neither.
Yeah, thank you for serving.
Must be the greatest.
Man, I ain't gonna be able to get nobody back. I ain't gonna be able to get no more comedians.
They all coming.
No, they ain't.
Are you kidding?
Nah.
Hey, I promise you.
I done got all the rest of them. I done got the ones.
I promise you, everybody trying to double back. You're gonna be able to beat them off with a stick. You gonna let him? They're coming. Much as.
You're on Def Comedy Jam, Comic View. What were those experiences like? What do you remember most about Def Comedy Jam and Comic View?
Comic View was everything. Comic View was really the break, and not Friday after next, just because Comic View was just 3,000 of your stand-up peers, and we just throw sets of all of them up there, and we see who the audience likes. Who do they like? And it was a great wild, wild west time to be involved in comedy. And the same is true for Def Jam, because hip hop was a fad at one time, and hip hop ain't gonna last. And why are you doing that? And that's how it was for Blue Comedy. Mm-hmm. If you were a comedian that cussed, you were ridiculed by the mainstream comedy geist. That would be like me being on Joe Rogan. Joe don't want me on there. I need to be on Shannon. Joe got 6 comedians that never been funny. He want to push out.
You push out who you push out, man.
But that's really how it is. I'm so sorry I'm competitive. You an athlete, right?
I can tell.
You understand.
Will there ever be another Comic View, Def Comedy Jam? Could that, in today, in 24, 25, 26, could we see that again?
They've already announced it. It's already going. You didn't know?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, Kevin Hart purchased it, so he's now doing Comic View. That happened at the same time that they gave DC Young Fly Hollywood Squares. Where? Yeah, because they tell you that there's no gatekeepers, but we keep seeing the same people open the gate.
Oh.
Didn't Kevin open the gate and let Tiffany in?
Oh,
and he now opening it up for... Don't such and such open the gate. What do you mean ain't no gatekeepers? There's 100 gates out here.
Would you?
Everyone I've seen got a keeper.
Would you have wanted to do Comic View or Def Comedy Jam? Would you have wanted to be?
Every gate I seen got a keeper. That's in the music industry, the acting industry, comedy industry, anything that's Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? All of that shit, it comes with something that actually is like evil.
I think we just mentioned I did them both.
No, I'm saying he purchased the rights and refranchise it.
Nope. They didn't offer it to me anyway.
Talking for bro.
Like Comic View did a couple of disservices to comedy as well. Mm-hmm. So there were people like me that were out there getting 2 and 3 standing ovations in one set. And that wasn't good for television. So what they did was they started making everybody get a standing ovation.
Damn,
so they would tell the audience when they get off stage.
No participation trophies, no second place trophies. You can't give people that feeling like, oh, give them a standing ovation, even if it was ass. or trash. Is a shame, you know. It's a shame on that note when you think about it, because people got so used to not getting booed anymore. Like, you gotta bring back throwing tomatoes at people. Bring back throwing tomatoes at people so they can actually perform a lot better, so they can realize that, all right, I gotta work harder. It's not just me coming on here and thinking it's easy. You feel me?
Everybody get up and cheer. And so now the fact that I'm the only one out there going to get standing ovations is now making people think everybody get a standing ovation. And that's not how comedy is. So I understood why that couldn't go anymore, because remember, Ricky Smiley sat right here and told you a story about how he performed with Mike Epps and Katt Williams when he did Comic View, and to let him tell it, he was funnier than both. My name Lil Dow. You're talking about the special needs. That's good.
That's a different time.
That's some clever material.
That was a different time, Cat.
No, it wasn't. It was the time I was there.
But I'm saying
that time, this time, same times.
No, but I'm saying
just like people that tell you the Egyptians, they're not black. Egypt is in Africa, folks. As long as Egypt is in Africa, then Egyptians are African.
No matter what, if it's in Africa, they're African. For real, how people gonna learn to be better comedian if everyone gets babied throughout their career? Exactly, and they're always going to think that they're funny, or they're going to make them feel well, like good about themselves. Like, yo, you just put on a terrible act, and nobody was laughing throughout the whole thing, but they're like, yeah. Make sure you guys are giving everyone a standing ovation. Like, no, it shouldn't be like that. No participation trophies, no second chair, no second place, no third place trophies should even be tolerated, bro. Because that's what made people think like, oh, it's okay that I did my very minimum, but I didn't try my best. No, you need to try your best, because there's people out here that's very skillful, and some people are very talented.
Do you believe you could tell the same jokes today as when you started out?
Probably not.
I mean, Eddie Murphy not telling those jokes. Richard Pryor wouldn't be able to tell those jokes in 2024 that they told in the 70s and the 80s.
So they wouldn't have told them.
But that's my point.
They're not inferior people.
No.
If they were in this time, they would be going according to our time. Just like then we were going according to that. Like, that's how it is in the world. There are words that we can use for a while. And when we use them for a while until somebody says that ain't a good word, we should stop saying that.
Correct.
That don't make people feel good. And we stop saying the word. And we move on to another word. You can't say the R word. You can certainly say special needs. You can certainly say spectrum. There are things that you can say to get your point that don't have to hurt people.
Right.
But you would know that if what you did was construct the English language for a living, then you would understand that part.
You financed your first stand-up. You had it cost you $22,000. You had 25 to your name. Why did you decide to do that? You believe that much in KATT?
I believe that much in business. Ooh. In business, the goal is for you to become independent and be the boss, take the responsibility, and also get the profit.
Okay.
That's all. How can I be looking for you to put me on if I wouldn't?
Wow.
And if I can't show you what you missed out on, why would you believe me? Now, the fact that I was able to do it 12 times, that's the real thing. The part that I'm able to do it all across the country. The fact that every time I do a tour or a special, you think, well, that's sponsored by somebody. Somebody did a good job. No, just...
I've been getting KATT. Just a little me.
Just the guy they're kicking around. Just the one that might mentally not be all there. He's the one picking the outfits, writing this guy's material, booking the shows, making sure he gets there. He's the one hiring the other comedians. But hey, I knew that that's the end goal. So if that's the end goal and I'm there when I start, why would I deviate from that?
Right.
Right.
Remember, my goal was to get this far in Hollywood and still have a virgin asshole.
Pause. I get what he trying to say, but geez Louise, yo, what he's saying is so crazy. He's saying basically as long as he could get out of going into the industry, making it out without having to do anything or get anything done to him, he's saying that he done well for himself. And he wouldn't want to go beyond them doors.
Or in Hollywood and still have a virgin asshole. And never has sucked a penis. That was my only goal. I didn't want to get with a white woman because I was scared she might have me running down the street like Jonathan Majors.
There you go. See, come on, kid.
Not because I didn't like white women. I think white women are as great as any other women. But I'm not going to act like I'm not scared of them. I have a reason to be scared. You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends. And that's the truth of the matter. So I stayed away from that. And remember, I told you the drug story from when I'm in the park.
Yeah.
So these are just the things. I had all of those when I came in. I already was ready for that. That's what they don't like.
I did not know. You're telling me and showing me a side of the business that I didn't know. That you guys are, man, the competition, the competitiveness.
That's all business. I don't care if they're selling Coke. You wouldn't believe the things that Coca-Cola says about Pepsi.
Damn.
You wouldn't believe the water conversations between Dasani and Liquid Death. Like in all business, in all sport, competition is a driving force. And I don't require anybody to be better. Who am I? Right. I just require if you're a loser. Damn. And you've taken shortcuts at every chance. And you've made sure that you didn't put anybody on that really had a work ethic and was a God-fearing person and you helped it. If that was never you, then don't act like that's you.
Wow.
Don't get out here now that you don't do stand-up and start acting like, oh, you're not sure why you don't do stand-up no more. I heard you got run off. You better be careful. The nigga that run you off gonna show up and he gonna tell everybody. Man, what you gonna be able to say? Nothing. Why you think I speak with such clarity? I'm actually involved in each one of these stories I told you about.
Yo, this thing is crazy.
Right.
Oh.
The one comedian that we've been sitting here doing this interview that you hold in very high regard is Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle walked away from 50 million. You said it was more. Tell the story.
That's right.
I will let you tell it.
No, you're
no, I want you to tell it.
You really are the best. You've proven it here today. As much as I'm proving it, you proving it. You proving it. Yeah, that wasn't the thing. It wasn't, people say that. He lost $50 million. No, that's not even close to what happened to this dude. And until you understand what happened to the dude, you don't understand what happened. Like, no, not they offered him 50 million and he turned it down. Who gonna turn down 50 million? Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did.
What
I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them so freely.
I need to know. You get to
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Come on.
Because early on you was accusing me of being.
Can't.
Fucking
it's crazy.
I mean, but you know, some of these people.
Martin tried to put me in my first dress.
No.
When he had to go on his hiatus, he tell me, Kat, when I come back, I need you. You my young partner. You my brother in comedy. When I come back, just promise me that my next movie, it'll be me and you. We gonna do it together. We're gonna do some buddy cop shit. I said, Martin, you got my motherfucking word, my nigga. Go do what you got to do. When you come back, I'm in your movie. Don't trip. I don't need to see the script or nothing. You know, we get in that office and this fool pull out Big Mama's House 2.
Oh, no.
I almost died.
No.
And I got to read this script in front of all these good white people. Where this nigga want me to get in a dress with him. And I'm literally...
You said, well, I stepped out for a minute and walked back into this. Damn.
They saying to everybody,
crazy.
Why is he in a dress again? You already played the old lady as an FBI agent. We can play anything now. We can be playing a dog catcher this time. Why do we need to be in a dress? And I get so mad, I say, you don't want me. You want Brandon T. Jackson. And that's who they went and got. Twice I said it, they went and got him. Just like I'm telling you, I had that other dude's work. I had all of it. All I did was say, I want to punch it up. So it's not.
Yo, just imagine if Katt Williams didn't have the same morals and values right now, and he was just like, yo, fuck it, I'll put myself in a dress and do these. He would have killed it, but he would have killed himself internally, like his soul and what he really stands for. So I understand him on that, not wanting to take Big Mama 2 role, because why? Why again? Why? You know, sometimes you don't need part 2s and stuff, but now I'm understanding that a lot of these guys had basically turned their soul in for a dress. Once they sell out, there's no turning back. Exactly. And he realized that. So they try to turn this his career, and people laugh at him. And people always bring up the fact that he got into a fight by a kid beat him up. But it's like, y'all worried about all that stuff, but y'all not worried about what's the truth, because they want to think they say that he's crazy. Never sell your dignity. Never, man.
Not offensive to real niggas, and that's how I got in this position.
Have you been suffering from the...
That's how he got in this position. Wow.
I sure hope I have a Club Shay Shay after this air.
It's gonna be in a dimension it's never been.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's going there.
The greatest thing floating in 2024. Mark the words. No way. In a whole different realm of business. Oprah coming next. Once I establish this as a place of truth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Watch. God's people ain't that few.
Prince. You met Prince.
Prince was a friend of mine. He was a friend of mine.
What was those conversations? Because look, I mean, sometimes we don't really understand or appreciate someone until they're gone. I did. I was a big Prince fan. All of his stuff.
Yeah.
Because he could play all the instruments. He could sing. He could dance. He was an entertainer that could sing. And what he wrote, I mean, who thinks of Cherry Moons? Who thinks it snows in April? Who a raspberry beret or pink cashmere? The Purple Rain, the things that he wrote about. Well, like, bro, who mind goes there?
Yeah, he was unlike anybody in the world. He was just an amazing individual. I was able to meet him when I was 12, and I knew him my entire life through all of his changes. I was able to assist him many times. If you go look at Prince's car collection, you'll see that Prince don't have not one car Katt Williams ain't got. He got the Prowler from Friday After Next in there. He got the same Bentley as me, like, because we share certain things. Our connection was lyrics, musical lyrics, women, and cars. And those are the areas where he trusted my opinion on things. And that's where I got to be helpful in his life. And he was helpful in mine in really all different types of ways, especially about the business, as far as being a Black man that was rich in this business at 18 years old, had already did his first $1 million contract, had already broken records, was determined that he didn't want to be like anybody else, was so great of a guitar player that Black people just stopped caring about guitar, and he got left out on a limb and somehow still had to create his way out of that. He was just really a 1 in a billion type person. I was lucky to know him.
Wow.
Now there are specials and the streaming. I don't know. I don't think there's as many, and there's no DVDs now. So where are you on this streaming, the specials? I mean, obviously you still tour, but how much do you focus on? Okay, I'm gonna tour, say 100 days or 150 days, but I'm gonna do a special.
Well, now that our relationship with Netflix is at the 8-figure mark,
8?
How
you said 8?
How often you want to make them?
Oh, you said 8? I mean, like
right.
5, 6, 7, 8?
Got to be 10 million to qualify. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, once you're at that level, how many would you do? I'd be willing to bet you say.
I didn't hear a lot from Prince. I heard only a couple of things that my mom used to play on Sundays when it was time to clean and stuff like that. So I really should try to get into a little bit more Prince since we do try to be on Rumble a lot more. I know Rumble is more lenient that will allow us to probably react to a lot of those old school musics and classics. So that would be one of the ones I really would want to check out.
Every time you turn around, I'm gonna be doing another one. Hey. I think that's what you would say if you was any good.
Yeah.
And like I said, with 12 comedy specials, why do I need to be in these conversations with these specialist people? Sid ain't got no specials you remember. Steve ain't got no specials you remember. Ricky ain't got no specials you remember. Faison ain't got no. What? So why do y'all get special?
Remember?
Yep, it was 20 minutes long.
It was good too, though.
It was. He's good. Not it was good. He's good.
See,
he's good. Don't think because I said something derogatory that I don't know how to hate. Earthquake has consistently, I don't think anybody's ever said Quake wasn't funny. He probably never been booed. Yeah. I don't think he's ever given a bad performance.
Nathaniel, my dog.
But his just due was overdue. He was in a whole different situation.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't able to translate the stand-up to the movie thing, TV. He took a hit. Most people don't take a hit. They're just judged on their stand-up.
Right.
So yeah, no. I even though it sounds like there's a lot of people that's not the case. I'm a proponent of all of us who are in this business working hard trying to make it.
When you got into stand-up, was crossing over, was doing TV, was doing movie, was that a part of it? You're like, okay, I'm doing stand-up. Okay, the next progression is TV movies.
Here's one thing you need to do.
Throughout the history of stand-up, sir. That's the goal for all of us. That's how it goes. That's why when you hear these dudes talking about, oh, I didn't want to be a movie star, you just know it's disingenuous. Like, what are you talking about, dude? Yeah, oh, no, I just wanted to do a game show.
Right.
What? Are you sure? Because I thought you did Mark Curry's show over after he had just done hanging with Mr. Cooper. Why would you do all of that man's stuff that he did on his show on yours and then do the dude's stand-up when you go on the road? And then you never put Mark Curry on your show or nothing. Like,
yeah, that's fucked
if
up.
you don't say anything, these dudes will run over you. I don't know if you know how bullies operate.
I am such a
but
music
if you
head.
don't stand up for
some people smoke, drink with me. My escape is music. Mine just too, but I also try to do escape
yourself. There really is nothing they won't do.
Right. You're a very generous man, Kat. You're the sole sponsor of Melba Moore getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. You did all that on your own. Why? What do you have a personal relationship with Melba?
No. I understood that she was a Black woman in a time where it mattered what you look like, and they had a certain thing that they needed you to look like and act like in order to be successful.
Right.
And she just never did that. She wasn't tall enough. She wasn't fine. They didn't like her looks. They didn't like that her hair was natural. They talked crazy about her, and yet she still made all of these achievements. And I'm like, understand, I'm already in the Comedy Hall of Fame. I'm already going to heaven no matter what happens. If it ends in a second, I'm up there. So it gives me the leeway to do some things that are simply because it's the right thing to do. So the truth of the matter is they wanted to give me a star, but please don't consider me and this person been sitting on this list this whole time. And just because they ain't got enough money, they can't get they just do. That's crazy. When do you start? That's hurtful. What if somebody can't afford their flowers? You mean they don't get them? No, God don't operate like that. He was sending a dummy like me to come and take care of that. Just so that the right thing happens. That's how the universe works.
Talk heavy,
because remember, what am I spending my money on? I'm not spending my money on strippers. I ain't spending.
Facts. I could be super depressed and then listen to music and feel so much better. And I build cars and bikes, so I love driving and riding the same way. Yep. Facts.
On drugs.
Why not?
Like
stripper
what? Because if I go in a strip club, I'm only trying to get her out of there.
Yeah.
I have no intention of her or any other people being in this position. If I see a girl I like at the strip club, I'm telling her, you don't have to strip no more after this.
Oh, shit.
This could be your last day.
Damn.
How about that? Ooh. What would it be like just to leave it all? You ain't got to be a hoe no more.
I don't even want you to go get your purse. Just leave it. We get new ID. We get new ID and credit card and social security card.
We don't need none of that.
None of that.
You stop being right with all rock.
This life don't look good on you.
I
wouldn't trust
you. You don't even look like a drug addict.
Got me thinking, Cat.
Right. You hear these athletes talking about, yeah, we was out there tricking. What? Why? You're part of the problem. You're part of the problem. Stop paying people that you don't have no respect for.
Damn,
it sets it up bad for us.
No respect for
we got women out here can't find a man because they acting like him. You are alpha.
Alpha.
Now the alphas all want these subservient husbands. You can't have one.
No. That ain't gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen. Sorry about that. Okay, go ahead. Boy, you done got me canceled. How many times in this program? Where's the camera? I didn't write nothing I said tonight. It's all been on these cue cards, and I'm just gonna keep reading them.
Yo!
Ask your next question.
The Migos, do you help them get out of financial situation?
Keep it real.
I don't think we ever, as a nation, can remember a time that the Migos were financially unsuccessful. So for the record, I would assume that they've never needed Katt Williams' financial assistance for anything. I'm sure that between QC, the label, and other things, they were taken care of. On the other hand, if I was given the opportunity to help them, would I? Of course I would. That's what I do. I'm a pro-Black non-racist. Like, I really, really love Black people, but I don't love them more than other people. I love everybody. I'm a Black guy.
That's some real shit. He said, I'm a pro-Black non-racist. Because, most pro-Black people, like Dr. Umar type people, they're usually pro-Black, but they are very racist towards other people, groups of people and shit like that, which is really uncalled for. Like, really uncalled for.
Would I? Of course I would.
Only race that matters is human race.
I'm a pro-Black non-racist. Like, I really, really love Black people, but I don't love them more than other people. I love everybody. I'm a Black guy, and I try to stick with that. But I'm not one of those pillow talkers either. Like, when I do something good, I'm really not doing it for the gram. It's not for any of that. I'm just doing it because it's good to do.
I appreciate that. I don't know if this is true, but I did read that comedians on your show say that women sometimes would bring them money and not say where it came from.
How does the best basketball?
I don't know about all that one.
Say that again.
Comedians would say women would bring them money and not say where it came from.
Right. So I'm not a feminist like a feminist would be, but I do believe that that in my camp, like if I had 35 people in my camp, right? I believe that other than 4 jobs, I believe that a woman is better at any of them jobs than any man could be.
Okay.
So 10 of these jobs, no man can work because I'd rather a female be there. If I got to smell anybody's breath, I want it to be hers. I don't want none of you crusty. So what I'm saying is if in a staffing issue, I'm going to have 75% women just because I prefer them.
Right.
I don't prefer to hear two guys talking in the corner. I prefer to hear two ladies talking in the corner. I don't care what they're talking about.
Makes sense.
I just prefer that. So a lot of times I will utilize ladies to convey a message. If a comedian is doing a great job somewhere in the country, he just did a masterful set and nobody's gonna pay him. They just clapping. And I know he's broke as shit back there.
Wow.
Wouldn't it be nice if somebody just showed up and gave him a little blessing? And he didn't have to suck me off for it. And thanks, Kat. And this, boy, I really needed it. Why would you do that? If you was actually just trying to help people, you would. People know that's how I pay my tithes. If I got paid $100,000 to be at your city,
possibly be, man.
I'm gonna take 10,000 of that and put it in your homeless area. Not because I got to. Because you gave me 100 racks to come to your little rinky-dink town. Who would I be to not pay my tithes back to your town? That's how I got in this position. Wow.
You adopted 7 kids. Why? That's a lot of kids for a man that's as busy as you are, travels as much as you do, on the road as much as you are, spend a lot of time, because you have to spend a lot. I mean, it's not easy. I mean, maybe it comes so natural to you to put pen to paper and to write things down and be able to go out there and perform a set. But that's a lot of responsibility, Kat.
Right. Right. But if there was a God, what would he think about you if you did that? I'm saying let's say, for example, that God is real.
Yes.
Okay. And let's say he be looking at what you do.
Yes.
What would he say if you did that?
He said, that Kat, that's a very kind gesture. That's very generous of you.
My whole life, since I was telling you when I was young and they was asking me what I wanted to be, and nothing I wanted to be was what I wanted to be, God's friend. That's a weird thing if you're an atheist. If you're an atheist, I didn't even say nothing. But if you believe in God and I tell you that I wanted to be God's friend and I wanted to even go to Hollywood and still be God's friend, if I told you that that was my aim, you could understand where I'm at. Like, I promise you, no jealousy, no bitterness, none of that. I got exactly what I was trying to get. I haven't been shorted in any way.
I mean, 7, 8 kids, single. You gonna get married?
You remember the conversation where it was me?
Yes.
And I didn't know what was gonna happen to my 2 little brothers, and it was just gonna be out there?
Yes.
So when it gone full circle, and I'm one of the richest men that ever lived. And I don't mean, please don't look at my net worth. I saw my net worth. Honestly. I had that on me. I don't even. I swear to God. What I'm saying is, like, I'm saying my net worth is less than my last Netflix deal. You understand what I'm telling you?
It makes sense.
But I'm fine. Jesus was poor. Jesus ain't had nothing. So why don't we be mad you say I don't have nothing?
They ain't had the amenities they had back then, okay?
Say it again?
We got different amenities now.
Not more than gold. Gold was the amenity of...
I live in Bank County area, and there is a decent amount of racism that shit angers me to my core. And I've had to put some people in their place for it. Seriously lose it when they see that shit. Man, you know, sometimes it's you can't help it, you know. There's a lot of people that still got that in their blood because their grandparents, their parents, you know, they install it into them from years. You know, there's not much you can really do. The most you could do is allow people to try to learn on their own. Like, even when I'm learning, like when people used to try to say nigga or they call me a nigga, like I used to try to make that like a problem, like and try to fight people and be like, oh, you're racist for calling me that. But I was a whole time, it was just something that triggered me to do something out of character, and then people look at me as the angry black guy, you know? So that was the situation right there. We had 51 people on Rumble. Crazy.
Of that time, we still got gold. Gold still running.
We had 2 hours.
They got you can buy an ass. That's what they call it in biblical time. They were cheap.
I'm saying if you really want to say, I'm saying a color nan is cheap. So back in the day, I would give my girl a donkey. Today we get her a color nan. But I'm saying whoever and whatever it is, I'm saying we. I'm saying because what we gonna do? I done already told you I'm one of the richest people that ever lived.
Yes.
Only in the fact that when I wake up in the morning, no matter where I am, I don't need nothing. Whatever I need is right around me, and whatever I don't have, it's only just because I don't have it. It's not because I can't get it.
Right.
All I got to do is want it, and it belongs to me. So because of that, because I'm favored by God, like when I see people's wives and stuff, I don't even look at them. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to look at nothing I don't want to have.
Right.
Because I know how blessed I am. If I look at it, I got it. That's how Diddy be feeling.
No, come on, man.
Yo.
No, come on, man.
Get nothing I don't want to have. Because I know how blessed I am. If I look at it, I got it. That's how Diddy be feeling.
No, come on, man.
Oh, man.
So you're not supposed to look at anything that you don't want.
Not me personally, just because God has given me literally everything I ever even pump faked like I want. And that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing is I don't have a type of woman. Every woman that I ever had as a type, I ended up getting her. Now she's not the type anymore. Now I understand that every woman is a one of one. Like you can't really have types. Mm-hmm.
What?
Because see, I tried to ask me something about marriage, but then
I ain't say nothing about no marriage.
Yeah, you did. When you rewind the tape, you let it out. You was like, "So you ever gonna get married?" And then you took it back. It's okay. It's okay. I wasn't on the photographic memory.
Are you?
I'm not against it. Like most people that are not married is because they're afraid of commitment. It's not that like that for me. It's just the whole time I wanted to be married, I had kids, so I had to try to fill my wife's place before she got there.
Right.
So I'm already got kids without a mother, but so now I got to be doing laundry. I'm washing dishes. I'm reading stories. I'm having to nurture. I'm having to do all of this, and I got to the point where I didn't need the wife. I'm doing it, and we're doing it, and I'm not replacing a woman in their lives. I'm letting them see that that's just the only thing that we don't have. And it was easier for me to do that because you have to understand that all of the kids I'm raising at this point, they have fathers. You see? They have a mother. You see? I'm a different person. I'm raising you. And so that needs to be done with the other respect for the others that put work in as well. So yeah, I never had a problem getting married.
What's one of the one things you try to teach your kids?
I don't teach anybody anything that's over 18. I've done the work I was going to do, but as kids, I really just tried to teach
my wife, my daughter, and they all could ever ask
the things that can't be bought. Your integrity, trying to live your life in a way that you yourself
got your family, man.
If you had to look back on it. And I didn't do very good at leading by example, but behind the scenes, that's never what I was pushing.
At 2:30,
they understood that because of my stance, there was a certain thing that would come my way. And so accountability and responsibility is part of what you're teaching, is that, you know, even if you're doing the greatest thing in the world, there's this thing called no good deed goes unpunished. Like there's a real Murphy's Law. Like basically in raising kids, you're just trying to give them a better manual and an outline of how life works than your parents gave you.
Yeah.
You know? And so that's how I did it.
How do you avoid toxic women? Give me. I mean, because obviously, you know, you like women.
I do, and I probably like toxic ones more than anybody. That's because
I asked you this.
Hold on, because toxic women are exciting, and that's just a fact.
That is
part of toxicity is exciting. I'd rather skydive with her. But if you have toxic women, just understand that all monsters are feeding off of something.
Right.
And if you find out what this toxic woman is feeding off of, you can just begin to turn off her feeding points. And it drives a toxic person crazy and they'll get away from you. So whatever, if she's truly toxic, there are certain things that she's doing that help fuel her toxicity. You're not noticing it, but it's what it is. Why do you think she watches murder mysteries before she goes to sleep? Why is it always a crime drama playing? And turn it off. Turn it to cartoons. Make it. No, you don't get to. What's she listening to? You gonna be listening to Sexy Red? You broke.
Can't listen to these certain people.
Toxic people are trying to get things. They're not being toxic for no reason. They're gaining something out of how they operate. That's why they operate like that, because they get something. As soon as you find that out, you'll be able to cut off what they're getting, and they will leave.
Wow.
Yeah.
You were married once.
Never.
You weren't married?
Never in life.
So would you have a cohabitation agreement?
Never. How? How can I be a single parent and be married?
You could, you know, there are people that like were married and then they get divorced and then they become single parents. That's how that works.
Yeah, but a person who's never been married means he's never been married.
Okay. I'm gonna take your word for it.
Why would you need to take my word for it? Hold on. If I had been married, wouldn't somebody have said who she was?
No. It might have been a long time ago.
No. I've never not been famous, sir. I just worked the story out to you. I don't have no hidden mysteries in my life. That was Jesus. I don't have no periods in my life where it's unaccounted for. No. That person that said that was a lie.
It's been a long time. For real, it's been a long time since I did it. And dating scene is too much to even imagine being in nowadays. Yeah, bro. Nowadays, it ain't nothing out here because most of the time people just trying to find a way to be codependent and try to get what you got. If you have a home and somebody else doesn't and they trying to find a way out, they're going to try to live with you, feed off of your energy, your money, everything like that. And till you don't have any more, then they move on to the next person. So it's like not even worth it. Like it's nothing like how I used to be back in the days.
I got a case right now in LA. This lady saying she was my assistant for 14 years and I heard her or something like that. Never worked for me, not a day in my life. Liars lie because they want to. But people always say, why would they lie? No, there are several women have said they was married to me. It's just when it went to court, they had to say, I was married to him spiritually. You shut up. How you gonna be married to me? My kids don't know you. Answer me that.
So do you have a problem? Do you have a problem bringing women around your kids?
No, not then or now. I've always lived with several women. Like I'm known for
that. House coming
like more than one.
I've already told you that I prefer the company of women to the company of men.
Okay.
So if I told you that me and a couple dudes on my staff sometimes have to cohabitate, nobody finds a problem with that. Yeah, so it's me and 3 ladies cohabitating because that's how the business gets done. Like I don't want a chef that scratches his nuts before he cooks.
Yeah.
No disrespect to these guys that go around with these large male-only groupings, but that's not my episode of Entourage.
Man, you were approached by 7 gunmen. You were robbed, shot in the thigh.
Say it again?
You were robbed once, correct?
No, I never been robbed.
You didn't get robbed. You didn't get approached by gunmen trying to get robbed? They didn't take anything.
I wasn't even the
target?
I wasn't even who they were talking to. And not because I say that. Because if you look at what time period it is, I'm not even making $5,000 a year. So robbing me wasn't the answer. This is before Oklahoma. You talking about a terrible condition.
They'd have been disappointed thinking they'd get something off of you, huh? If they'd have robbed you.
Look, in 3 cities, it's legendary that Katt Williams would walk down our streets with his baby in a baby stroller, with a diaper bag, with a gun in a diaper bag. The only thing I need is a pass. Don't mess with me and just let me go about my business. I'm living in Inglewood, Compton. I'm living in Manchester and Western. I'm in LA, the gang capital of the world, but never robbed. Because why? I'm not pretending to be something I'm not. You think I'm a blood. You think I'm a Crip. I'm from Ohio. I'm a comedian. I'm a father.
Right.
I'm trying to do something out here. And not only do I not judge what you're doing, I'm not trying to be involved.
Right.
That's the difference. That's where the respect comes from.
You're touring right now, the Dark Matter tour.
Yeah.
Filming next Netflix special.
In May.
May.
Yep, next Netflix special.
At the U2 Theater in Inglewood. I'm about to catch that.
I thought you might say that.
I'm gonna catch that one.
Right, because it's a homecoming for me. Because I lived on Hazel, so
I gotta catch
people
that.
know I lived in the heart of Inglewood. They saw me walk down Market Street with the babies I'm raising. Like they understood that. No, I was really not pretend. Oh, he want to be from the hood. No, I'm living there on the street.
What's your favorite city to tour in?
The next one, sir.
Yeah,
that's the real beauty of travel.
Right.
That's why most people don't have the empathy and the sympathy that they need to have for other people. It's because they haven't seen other people.
Right.
Like if you went to Ireland and you saw what them people was like, and you went to Sweden and saw what them people was like, if you really went to Africa and you really saw what the people was like, you went to Haiti, you went to Puerto Rico, if you really traveled across the country, you would see that all people is the same. It's way more people that's good than the fucked up individuals you're seeing. And if you understood that, it would change everything. So I don't have any favorites in the world just because every place is dealing with their own issues, their own troubles. All places look better than they actually are for the people that live there. And it's always a difference between what it seems like and what it is like. People will tell you, I went to Paris. I was there at the Eiffel Tower. But you had bed bugs. And there were rats everywhere. The food was terrible. Tell the rest of it.
Yeah.
Don't tell some.
Let me ask you a question. When you go to these cities to tour, do you make it a habit of getting out?
That's how I built my reputation. It's also how I ended up in jail 19 times. Because when I come to do a show, I'm really in your city. So whatever the strip club is, I'm there. Whatever the top bar is, I was there drinking. I was over there. You got a casino? I was at it. Like, what was it? Huh? Because I'm in your city.
Right.
This is how I'm
you as well.
learning your city so that when I do my show, I can be talking about what I know, not what I think, right? And so that was what I did at every city that I went to. The first 15 minutes of my show is what it's like to be here. You see what I'm saying?
In that city.
And so that was always a part of what kept my legend going to the point where I can still be in these arenas without you ever seeing a poster with my picture on it, without you ever seeing a flyer, without you ever seeing a poster that goes, hey, it's KATT. Could y'all make sure y'all come out and come see me? Because I'm going to be in. Would you please come on out, guys? And I really am. Because we have a different respect. I know I'm coming.
I know
they know I'm coming. I know they gonna be there. And they know I'm gonna do the best job I can possibly do. And they know beyond a shadow of a doubt, whatever hour he was doing when we last saw him, he won't be doing that hour when we see him this time. Damn. It's a whole new conversation. And because I've never strayed from that, they've never strayed from their part.
I'm looking at some of the actors that you've been on screen with: Cube, Tracy Morgan, Regina Hall, Terrence Howard, Nick Cannon. I mean Tiffany. I mean, bro, who brings out the best in KATT Williams? How does someone get the best out of KATT Williams? Do you need a comedian? Do you need a serious actor? How do we get the absolute best out of KATT Williams on screen?
Well, I would be disingenuous if I didn't remind us that that's never anybody's goal. It's never anybody's goal to create a great situation for me to do a good job.
Why?
In a script. The way it works is the script is already there. This is a character in the script. If they give me the job, I make it my job that this character here has to be as big as this whole project. So if you don't even see the movie School Dance, I want you to remember, whose goddamn white baby is this? And the only way that I can guarantee that you will remember my scene if you didn't remember a whole movie is if I make sure that my scenes are that good. Because that's what I watched. I watched great actors. You never saw De Niro. You never saw Pesci. You never saw any of these dudes in something and you was like, nah, I don't really believe it. You sure you're the Great Gatsby? Like, no. Like, you believe that this dude, Daniel, is a hobbit. That's part of the Lord of the Rings.
Right now.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And so it's having a respect for the craft that I'm doing. That means I'm trying to do the best job possible.
What was it like working with Spike Lee doing Priceless?
Spike Lee is everything that you said I was in my intro. He's just really an innovator and a groundbreaking, one-of-a-kind dynamo. And I knew that they were, like, they tried to sabotage me even then. Like, as soon as I said I wanted to get Spike Lee to direct it, because that was the biggest thing I could do, they immediately gave Spike to Gerard Carmichael and had him do his special too at the Comedy Store, and just to undermine, like, but I if there's one thing you can take away from me as a person, whether you like me or you don't, if you take this from me, you will be a better person. If you decide today that you're going to live every day like it's your last for real, which means have a conversation with yourself every night that, okay, that was it. May not be no more after that. And really count yourself every day like this could have been it. All right, before I go to bed, this could be it. All right, how's that looking? If you can do that, it'll change your life. You'll really start making decisions and living your life like this all you got, just this one day. But you could be a winner. You could be a winner on this day. It's just work ethic. And not the work ethic they talk about. They tell you work ethic where they do all these movies. I'm the hardest working man. Well, no, everybody goes to work every day.
Right.
Yeah. Don't say, I go to work all the time. Everybody who works goes to work every day. Shut up. Shut up. You get, what? You think I respect you more than my gardener? I don't. I don't. He work every day. Rain or shine.
I don't know if you saw this, but Taraji P. Henson got extremely emotional the other day. She was giving an interview.
Yes.
And saying that They're vastly underpaid. It's like the math is not math. They get X amount of dollars by the time Uncle Sam get his cut, by the time the agency get their cut, and what you see they were supposed to get is a fraction of that. Where do you come down on that, KATT?
It was the saddest thing ever, because imagine being in your genre, in your sub-niche, whatever it is. Imagine being in your lane. Imagine being one of the very top of your lane, that to the point where if they don't take you for the role, there's not 3 black actresses that they can say are bigger than you that we're going to give this to. Imagine you being at that point and have to humble yourself and say, they're not paying me, y'all. And they not making my pay go up because I'm doing better or nothing.
Damn.
It don't matter to them that I'm famous and people know me or nothing. They want to pay me exactly what they paying the new girl. And I've been suffering under it for a decade now and just taking it. I just been getting whooped. But I just got to come say, this is wrong. We should be ashamed. But this is a country where we don't pay the teachers, and then we say the kids is the most important thing. You can't have both of them. If you do that, we're going to end up with a generation that can't read. Guess what? Generation Z and A can't read. Why? Because who was giving them a book? We gave them an iPad or a phone, and now the letters don't mean there's no cursive writing.
Right.
Sorry about that. So yeah, this is what period of time it's in. It's the period where the victims get to say,
"What up, Wine World, Queen Destiny?"
They've been hurting me for a long time.
Damn.
And I just ain't said nothing because I was trying to be strong and I didn't want to shame anybody. When our people call out for help, we gotta understand. You know what I mean? We put too much pressure on Tyler Perry. You know what I mean? He ain't put nobody on. The people that been in his productions, they not famous. All of them can walk through the mall without security. Be what you gonna be, but put your people on. If you a gay person and you in there, put some other gay people on.
You're right.
Put somebody on. Or don't be wondering why people keep saying gatekeepers. Because clearly, y'all are keeping these gates.
I'm keeping these gates locked.
Clearly.
Wilding out. How difficult was it for Nick Cannon to get you on, and what was that experience like?
I've known Nick Cannon since he was a teenager. Wow. He had to have his he in the comedy club. If you're underage, you can't be in the regular club. You had to be in the kitchen.
Right.
So I was the master of the kitchen every comedy place because I got a child, and my child is back here in this place while I go on stage.
Right.
So I've known Nick Cannon since he was 14. Nick Cannon has never called and asked me to do one single thing, and I turned him down because I've known him since he was a young black child in Hollywood. Wow. So what I did in Wildin' Out was to be his protector and to be his voice with hip hop. So the whole thing was the thing that he was trying to do had never been done before. You can't bring 6 comics in and let 6 comics talk shit about 6 rappers because the 6 rappers will beat the 6 comics' ass.
Right.
You would have to have a comic that could actually stand in between and go, look, we comics.
That's funny, mamas. I talk to God all the time. Sometimes my family members think I'm talking to them because I talk out loud.
We gonna say what we gonna say. Y'all gonna take it and understand it's a joke. If you want to fight, we fight before the show. So you can go out there with your black eye. We're not gonna do it comedically. This is what needed to take place in order for it to be successful, which is why it had already aired and didn't work. And then suddenly when it comes back with me, it suddenly works. Because respect has to be in there as well. Or if you're trying to do it with Kevin Hart, you and him gonna get run over. You a teenager, he 5'2".
Yeah. You're a teenager, he 5'2".
Who are some of your favorite young comedians?
I haven't seen a young comedian I don't like. If you name any of the young comedians, I'm aware of all of them, and they're all doing a great job.
Y'all all
It
do
doesn't
that.
matter if it's Country Wayne or Desi Banks. It doesn't matter if it's Carlos or Chico. It doesn't matter if it's DC or Just Hilarious. It really doesn't matter once we go to the young part. The young comedians are dealing with things that we never dealt with. And so that gives them more benefits, but it also gives them more chances of failure. So it's not easier for them. So yeah, I'm a big supporter of young comics. We have Miss Pretty Ricky and Takara Williams. I've taken 25 Black women on the road in these tours. It's important to me that the young comic gets the benefits and the advantages of the big comics platform.
Matt Rife, Wildin' Out, recently got canceled. You see Jonathan Major, what he went through. Marvel dropped him as soon as the conviction came out. And you were telling the
Hey, you saw that black woman come get his charge cut in half? Thank you, Megan Good. God bless you coming to save that slave. If he'd had to be there by himself, he was getting all four. Guilty. She came in there, was just so beautiful. They had to knock half of it off. Bless his heart.
So Matt Rife, you know him from Wildin' Out. He gets canceled for trying to tell
I never knew him from Wildin' Out, to be honest.
Okay.
I came across him as a new comic.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm really just trying to see the comics, judge where they are, see it. Yeah.
Right.
Go ahead.
So the canceling, what do you think about this cancel culture? You see the situation with Jonathan Major. I mean, for all sense and purposes, I don't know if maybe he can bounce back in a couple of years, but man, he was hot. He was hot. He was cooking. I mean, you see him in Creed, he's in the Marvel movies, and then just like that.
Maybe I'm a conspiracy theory, but I thought Cat Williams said any time they make you into that position, part of that contract is you do understand whenever we want to take you down, we can, right? Part of giving you the world. First of all, they went around the world for 2 years straight telling any women that would listen that this was a good-looking Negro.
Mm-hmm.
Since when? When did y'all start liking a big nose? And when did y'all like a little head and a big jaw? When? Since when? That look like my daddy. When you start liking my daddy? You like black people's features like that? If this ugly nigga is good looking, then all niggas is good looking. Anytime you see them telling you something you can't believe, just understand it's a play.
Yeah.
And it don't matter. You gonna know it's a play as soon as they get in that position and think they's gonna tell somebody something. No, you're not. No, you're not. Marvel will cancel you you won't be allowed to read a comic book.
Damn.
What are you talking about? Get out of here. Get out of here, ugly boy. Yeah, they love fooling the people.
What's your relationship like with Suge Knight? You still close with Suge? Have you spoken to him? Have you talked to him recently?
Yeah, it's doing good. Yeah, he's
man, when you a friend for life with Cat Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the people that come to me are trying to better their life. They're not trying to continue doing what they have been doing.
Okay.
So when somebody comes to me, male or female, it is in the auspices that this is what I did, this is what I used to do, this ain't what I want to do no more, and I want to do something else, and I'd like it to go a different way.
Okay.
That's what I offer.
Yeah.
So if you come to me under those auspices, then my loyalty is lifelong. Why would it not be?
Tory Lanez and Meg. What was your take on that? Because I know you got to take on everything. I know
it's a difficult position because somebody's not going to tell the truth. And the truth has got to be told. In all circumstances, the truth has got to be told. So if you don't want to say she shot her, then you shot her. And that's the end of that.
Wow. You said have you ever spent time in jail?
30 times.
When you was in there, what was going through your mind, Cat? What did I mean? Some people like, man, I had an opportunity to reflect, and I was like, man, this ain't the place for me. I ain't coming back here. When you in, so what?
I've never been in jail, and it was my decision to be there. If it's dangerous to be in the hood and you have to have a gun on you for protection, and it's either be judged by 6 or judged by 12 or carried by 6, I'm always gonna have my heater on me. So if you want to tell me that you're gonna pull me over 15 times looking for it, I'm gonna tell you 15 times you're gonna find it. Unfortunately, I smoke cigarettes and weed. If you catch me 15 times, 15 times I'm gonna have it on me. What do you think I'm in jail thinking? Oh, I done fuck up. Damn these decisions. I'm not gonna protect my life at all when I get out of here. Fuck it, let them do what they want to do to me. No. When I'm in there, I'm fine, and I'm understanding that I'm put here for a reason. And the people that get joy off me being in here are really gonna look stupid because I'm finna be free, because you gotta be setting this up. I'm never anywhere to get anything. You don't know I just made $300,000 in your city. That's why you think I might be out here as a ne'er-do-well. You think he's smoking weed? Yeah, he's got a medical license for it. He needs it. It's his only medication. Do you mind if he takes it? It helps him eat.
Yeah.
Because he does 1,900 city tours, flying across the line. And so he doesn't get hungry on the regular. He doesn't get sleepy at night. He's got to literally put himself to sleep. He's literally got to make himself eat. So this marijuana helps him do both of those things.
Yeah. 2 birds, 1 stone.
Marijuana help you sleep?
Oh, yeah. Because remember, as a comedian, what you're doing is against your natural timeline. Your natural timeline wouldn't be that you would start your workday at 8:00 p.m.
Right.
And then your workday is over at 2:30 a.m. Like, that's a weird.
Yes.
Right? So to tell your body now that we're pumped up on endorphins, now let's go to sleep at 3. It don't work like that. Your body has to try to get a whole new schedule. So, it suffered, but that's what worked for me. I consistently used it. I told people all across the country, don't worry, this will be legal in our country. As soon as they find out how to charge taxes for it, we will be legal in this country. Do they view me as some sort of visionary for my forward thinking? No. You on drugs. That's what I heard.
Yeah, but how have you been? I mean, bro, every time they try to put you down, they try to put you to the back.
Yeah.
You bounce up, you move right back to the front. Damn, you like a Super Bowl. You just keep bouncing and you bounce higher.
I think it's a Super Bowl.
Trampoline skin is something that you ask God for.
Trampoline skin.
When I watched you play football, you had it.
Damn. They set up for that.
Some people that there's really no such thing as hitting Shannon Sharp so hard that he don't want to run the ball the next play.
Right. Absolutely.
And if that's your only goal is to hit him so hard that he don't want to be him no more, you just out of luck.
Yeah, you wasting your time.
Wow.
There's no, your coach can't help you. There ain't no pep talk gonna help you. Don't matter about the uniform, your cheerlead. None of that matters. If it ever gets to mano y mano, may the best man win. And if you've been living your entire life trying to be the best man that you can for yourself, then you should feel great about those odds.
What do you think about Kanye rants? What's going on with Kanye? From a distance, obviously, I don't know how well you know Kanye. I don't know if you've been around Kanye, but from a distance, what do you suspect's going on?
I suspect that we're pretty awful people if we say that somebody got a mental illness and then we watch what they do. If you say somebody got special needs, then why would you be watching them and holding them accountable like everybody else? Wouldn't you grade them on a curve? Wouldn't you go, whew, this guy? Because, I mean, what are we reacting to? What are we reacting to? You're the one that put him in a position where he thought he was God and could call himself Jesus.
Oh, wow.
You're the one told a guy that writes musical lyrics that he was a genius.
Yeah.
You're the one that's like, so What do you expect? The guy married a whore. Like, what?
Lord.
Like, I didn't mean it like that. I mean, married her because she was one. Not he didn't know. He understood that he wanted that. He courted that. That's what he wanted to base his family
she got
on.
a good heart, though. I know what you're going to say. Don't you say it, Kat. Don't you say it. I'm going to move the conversation.
If what I'm saying is not correct, then how does she end up with Pete Davidson?
Oh, Lord.
I mean, it happens all the time.
And what if you weren't even good enough for Pete and he leaves you? What do that mean the product was? No, I don't support or villainize Kanye because I don't understand what it is we want from him. I don't know why we look at a basketball player and say, he didn't score no hockey goals this whole season. He don't play hockey.
Not in the same field.
Kanye don't say nothing I can agree with. Okay. He was the weird guy in the beginning with the pink sweaters when we met him. Like, what do you think moving to a beat of your own drum? This dude started a church and kept cussing. Nobody in black church said nothing. You would have thought all the pastors would have came. You can't be no gospel artist. You just said fuck that bitch.
Yo.
Nobody said nothing. Because TD Jakes over there with Pete in it. Like,
man, come on, Kat.
Only the guy you had here has been upfront and honest and a man of God and humble and took the L's he had to take and didn't.
I did see it was trending though, but I ain't know. I ain't know why, Kat. I don't.
He said, I don't know why.
Let me go to this question right here. This question
all people that love the truth got to be happy if the truth coming out and lies is getting exposed. That's just what time it is. 2024, folks.
Are you related to Luda?
No. So there was a crossroads where we were both invited to an Illuminati thing. And it had to be one or the other of us, and decisions had to be made. So it was both of us, we were equal. One of us had to cut off all their hair and couldn't do the sideburn thing no more with the points. And the next person they said was going to get $200 million because they were going to pay him $10 million a movie to do 20 movies.
Wow.
And that's how the conversation happened. One of those persons turned out to be Ludacris, and the other person turned out to be Katt Williams. Now, one person ended up with a light-skinned, ugly-faced wife that's never done it. Remember I told you that if I say that, it applied to 7 people? Yes. It's part of what they give you. Okay? I didn't get it. I'm not mad about it.
How much money they give? 200?
Sir, Fast and Furious is on what number right
10.
now?
10 more.
So they got 10 more coming?
200 million. I might need to get me one of them old women that look the same.
That's what they all end up saying at the end of the day. Kevin told you he wasn't going to wear no dress until they offered him the dress, and then he put it on. And what did he say after he wore it? I made my own decision. Duh. But you didn't make it before they brought it up, did you? It's okay. It's all right.
You have a lot of politics.
Never talk about it. I'm not that controversial.
Where are we go? Where are we headed, Kat?
This is sad. We've never been here before. We've never been at the point where neither option is good for us in real life.
No.
This is a different conversation. This is, would you rather go back with your ex or would you rather go back with the person before them?
None. What the fuck?
Both bad options. Like
the worst
one guy can barely put his sentences together, and the other guy
talking about Trump
will put sentences together from whatever he's read or whoever told him. Like,
but how do we get here? How do we get here?
All division divides. There's no way around that.
Damn,
all division divides. Politics. Even in the beginning, when our Constitution was drawn up, the two parties was not what they had in mind.
No.
They always thought that it would be two men.
Hold on, let me see if I can order this food real quick. Fuck, I think
and another independent party. They always assume the
real queen. Appreciate you. Much love, Chillroc and Chill Fan. Have to get ready for dinner and have a great rest of the weekend. You
independent
too.
party would be just as strong as the others. A lot of that just didn't happen, and that's what I've learned more from comedy is that Republicans laugh at the exact same thing that Democrats laugh at. As long as I'm talking to Democrats, I can make them laugh for 1 hour straight about what Republicans do. By the same token, I can go talk to Republicans for 1 whole hour and have them dying about the stuff that Democrats do. But at the end of the day, who does that? Yeah, your team got an offense and a defense. They're not supposed to be enemies. The enemy is the other side. Well, you can't do politics like that.
Nope.
It's not good for the country.
Man, you see this Mark Zuckerberg building this $270 million bunker?
If you have $1 billion, we have learned that you can do whatever you want to do. When Elon Musk wants to send things in space, he don't have to ask nobody's permission. Congress don't meet. Senate don't meet. No police department got to be warned. He don't need a permit. None of that. If you got $1 billion, you do what you want to do, and then you tell them what you did.
Man.
And that's how it goes.
What he building a $270 million bunker? What do you know that we don't know, Kat?
Kim Jong-un? What? I don't know what you don't know. Do you understand that people that are not very bright are in charge of nuclear bombs all across the country?
Mm-hmm.
That's what he knows. He knows that 30% of all weapons systems are running off regular Wi-Fi. So what does that mean? That means if a solar flare or a meteor hits either one of those, Kim Jong-un? What? I don't know. None of that. If you got $1 billion, you do what you want to do, and then you tell them what you did. And that's how it goes.
What he building a $270 million bunker? What do you know that we don't know, Kat?
Kim Jong-un? What? I don't know what you don't know. Do you understand that people that are not very bright are in charge of nuclear bombs all across the country?
Mm-hmm.
That's what he knows. He knows that 30% of all weapons systems are running off regular Wi-Fi. So what does that mean? That means if a solar flare or a meteor hits either one of those, literally a bomb can go off just because the system accidentally got turned off. Yeah, that's what he knows.
Damn.
The people that are in power know that the people that are running the most complicated and deadliest things on the planet are just an average idiot. And you know lots of idiots.
I do.
Yeah. And these people are not special. Back in the day they were.
Yeah.
Not today. Not today.
You say you smoke a little weed. You ever smoke with Snoop?
Yeah. I'm actually a bigger smoker than Snoop. He'll tell you that. But I don't mix anything with my weed. I just do weed, right? So nobody has
that minimum. I mean,
nobody does 20 blunts a day like me for 30 years. Like I was the first person to have a weed roller, like somebody whose job it was. Like I haven't rolled a blunt in 20 years.
You probably
like if you go, I'm saying I prefer the saliva of ladies.
Oh my goodness.
No, understand what I'm saying. If for a blunt, it's necessary for it to get lit, right? And so if you had spent 20 years smoking with dudes, that's a lot of male saliva that you would have just accidentally ingested. I can't.
But if I done killed
I can't be this specimen on that. It takes the saliva of nice ladies on that. But yeah, that's all I do. That's just
do you consider yourself a king of comedy? Where does Cat?
No, they consider that.
Oh,
like when after Bernie left, them same three guys I'm telling you about, the kings.
Yeah.
Right? Because DL is the greatest.
Yeah.
No DL slander gets tolerated. But
no.
They came to me. I was supposed to be the fourth king. I got the offer.
Then what happened?
But I turned it down.
Why?
Because you shit on Bernie.
Damn.
And I know the truth. You think I'm gonna let you shit on Bernie and then come get me? I'm the next king? Fuck you. Why? Because the whole time Bernie was here, you was acting like you was funnier than him. The reason you was supposed to go last is because it was your tour. Tell the truth. It was Steve's tour. Not it was going to be called the Kings of Comedy. It was Steve's tour. These are the guys opening for him. Of course you got to close if it's your tour. That's why it was such a big deal. But you couldn't do it because you can't beat the best. And until you humble yourself, you will forever be kinged by the king. And because you finally did it, because you didn't have no other choice, and now that he gone, you gonna act like he wanted to be a movie star. You stop it. You stop it. That man was funnier than all of y'all, and y'all thought y'all had one over on him. You thought he was black and ugly, and you were good looking, and he couldn't make it because you did. And that ain't the way comedy works. The king is the funniest. Period. Every time. And that's why no audience member was ever swayed. It didn't matter where Bernie went. Yeah, you think if Bernie went first, he wasn't the king? Get out of here. Get out of here. Get your ego out of this. You let the best be the best, right?
Cat Williams, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for coming on, bro. I really appreciate that. Thanks for sharing the stories, setting the record straight. Now, you know they're going to double back.
Impossible. Impossible. Only because once you play this back, you'll realize I didn't say anything that made me look in a good light. I wasn't tearing down others to boost myself up. But I do have to acknowledge things that did not take place. Like, we're very ingenuous if we say this is not a game and we don't play it and people ain't in positions and people don't have their favorites and they group and they click.
Right.
Well, that happens in all businesses.
Right.
No. Say what side you on. Say why you don't like the other side and then get to the game. But in the game, I'm wiping the field with them to the point where they don't even compete anymore. So how you gonna let a dude that been on the bench for 15 years.
Yo, OBN, keep the bean.
I would have beat Jordan's ass. Shut up. Jordan is still alive. We'll call Jordan right now. You can't beat him now. Not then. You can't beat him now. Right.
You can't
Cat Williams.
Now.
Shannon Sharp.
Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you.
Fire.
All my life.
Fire, man. I'm happy I got to watch it with you guys. I think it was one thing else that I did want to watch. Might as well get some food soon. Starving like Marvin was. Send this to every black person you know.
Pause. All of your non-words and your filler words, meaning all the ums, the ahs.
Need your attention, please.
Let's check out this video. Dr. Umar says Eminem has white privilege and can't rap. Cool, because he's white.
In the barrel, bro. If is that the
I
mindset?
think you should date
That
who you
was
love
good.
and hit it. That's it.
I mean, I don't really think it's that deep. Like the one point he did make is when he said your wife benefits from your financials than anyone else. Well, that's facts.
That's true
facts.
sometimes.
But yeah, no facts.
Is it your job to choose who you love so you can help the black community? But when you going out and looking for a woman, but how can I help the black
But
community?
that's how it
with this
was
choice
back in
right
the
here?
day, though. Like back in the day, you know, that's why people used to sell their daughters. But
He
I don't
also-
think we in that
that's
type
a
of
long
society.
He said on here, the same podcast that
Yeah, I
like,
heard
that
about
men
a lot of
or
people
anybody
clapping
who
back.
dates outside their
I
race.
want to
they
get a
do so because they hate
compilation of
themselves.
everybody saying
He
I
always
think
says
that's
that.
a crazy take.
That's an insane thing. Look. This was this pissed me off.
I really just
Get into it.
Is the
say they hate.
Are you mixed race? No.
That's just
Or your bunny.
He hired to come in here and clean.
A lot of the things he says and be pro-black without being
Our
being
manager
like,
that he hired to come in here and clean his apartment. Joe might not know who the fuck cleans this
Son
apartment.
just hit me. Shoot. Are you mixed race? No.
That's just
Or your bunny.
I didn't know that's how he started that. Are you a bunny hopper? That is so funny, bro. Shit, nowadays, I remember I was messing with snow bunnies. I was getting praise. But hold on, imagine if like a white person, right? There's he mess with black girls. What do they call it?
mud shark. That's what the comment is.
What's that one racist guy on that was on that
different word.
Seriously though.
Jungle bunny.
What's that one guy that everybody was calling racist? This nigga said a mud shark. You never heard that? I've never heard that.
Hell no, you're a jungle bunny.
Oh.
That's what they call them, bro.
Hell no, we're not.
Y'all never heard this shit before? Right there.
It's Fuentes. Yeah.
Because he said that he's done it. I don't know, man.
You right.
Yeah, did these niggas ever turn on the video?
I don't know.
He's always
It's
talking
very-
about.
Look.
If you didn't do nothing
I'm
to
sick
me,
of people talking about
I am
that.
not going to shame you. Artistic elements.
Farther. Things were invented by
I
black.
think they just talked about it. God damn. Man, listen, we're gonna end it right there, man. The stream already long as fuck. Man, this is them that still hard gonna check out. Shit long as fuck. We already did some long shit. So probably next Saturday or something. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Shit boy rock. Shout out to Miss Mama. Shout out to everybody that pulled up in the chat. Shout out to the 40 people we got on Rumble that don't participate in the chat. 41 people. Y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy, and I'm out. I'm starving.
like a platter. Doobies, right after that, another one. Doobies, right after that, another one. Doobies, right after that, another one. Yeah. I said, doobies, right after that, another one. Doobies, right after that, another one. Doobies, right after that, another one. Yeah, yeah, Doobie, doobie, doobie. You know what I mean? With my dog, yeah, that's Scooby. Doobie after doobie, girl, watching movies. On Netflix, we watching and we chillin'. You telling me that you been catching feelings. So how you